Well, another Monday here at work, and out here at Peterson. What's this? Peterson's is now permanently closed? To our customers, we thank you for your years of service. To our staff, thank you for all of your hard work. You'll be contacted within the week. What? Okay. Well, I didn't expect that to happen. Peterson's is now permanently closed, and we're finding out on the door. Okay. Well, new plan today, I guess.
I'm Sarah Jones reporting live from Elmwood, where residents are facing a difficult reality today. The town's largest employer, Peterson's Manufacturing, abruptly closing its doors this morning, leaving hundreds of workers out of a job. The company is citing changing marketing conditions as the reason for the closure, but for the people here in Elmwood who have dedicated years to Peterson's, this is a devastating blow. John Miller, a welder who's been with Peterson's for over 20 years, says he doesn't know what he'll do next. This town runs on Peterson's, he told me. It's not just the jobs, it's the whole community. Local businesses, schools, all rely on the money coming out of this factory. Somber news for the people of Elmwood. Guys, back to you.
My job at Peterson's was over. No warning. No thanks for coming out. No pizza party. I was a manager at a company that gave me no warning that they were about to go under. Just a note on the door one day that made me walk back to my car and wonder what I was going to do like everybody else. I'd seen this story play out before. Small town relies on one big business then closes, and the town soon dies. Elmwood was barely livable to begin with, but with Peterson's out of business, I knew I needed to look elsewhere for a job and for a new life. So I packed my stuff, gave my landlord the key back, and headed to the airport and took my first flight out to Iowa. McGregor, Iowa was a town located on the banks of the Mississippi River and on the border of Iowa and Wisconsin. It had been a place my grandfather had farmed and called home his whole life, and it had been a spot for a few summer vacations of mine as well. Recently, my grandfather moved south to retire, and he put the family farm up for sale. Up until now, I had no interest in taking over the farm, but the way people at Peterson's were let go, I felt a lot more need to go into business for myself. Sure, it'd be harder, but the control over my life was something that was worth working harder for. I finally made it to McGregor, Iowa. After a few-hour flight, I was ready to go, but I landed in Iowa with a huge list of to-do things, and the first thing that I had to do was meet with a realtor in Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin. That was just over the river from McGregor, Iowa. I had to go and meet him, I had to go get the key, and then I had to go check and see what the condition of this farm was. Alright, now just sitting here waiting for my car to get cleaned out. I guess they didn't have it ready, and I've got this little buzzer right here, so I'm waiting for it to go off. But yeah, today we have a busy day. It's already 1:30 in the afternoon. It took the morning to fly to get here, and now we're going to have to go over to the real estate office where my grandfather left the key to the house and everything, all the farm stuff. And then we can finally make it over to the farm, and I've not been over there in a while. Let's just say that. It's been a very long time since I've been over there, and honestly, the last time I was over there, wasn't really too interested in what it all looked like or how it was being taken care of. So I'm interested to see what we're getting ourselves into, but the rental car is ready. I am going to head up here to the office, grab it, and we'll be on the road. Alright, so we have finally left the airport. We've got our rental car figured out, and we are headed now to Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin. Like I said, it's right over the river from McGregor, Iowa, which is where we will be living. But Prairie du Chien has the realtor, my grandfather's friend, who will be giving us the key here. He is expecting us. I don't know if he knows exactly what time we're supposed to be there. It's kind of hard to guess all of this stuff. I mean, yes, the ticket says what time we're getting here, but my chances of actually not missing a flight or having a flight delayed or something is very minimal. So I said sometime in the afternoon is when we will be there. So he should be expecting us today, but I'm not really sure if he's expecting us right now. Either way, we'll get the key from him and head on up there. And this really feels real now. We are in the UMRV. We are thousands of miles away from Peterson's, and we're really going to do this. And it's there's good news and there's bad news. The bad news is that I'm very inexperienced at farming. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, so I'm going to have to try to learn on the fly here. But the good news is that I really have no overhead at the moment. The house is not for sale for me. He's just going to let me live in it and gives me a good head start here to try to start a farm here financially, because I do have a little bit of money saved. I was a manager at Peterson's, but don't have a ton of money saved. A couple $100,000 sounds like a lot, but when you're investing in farm equipment and things of that nature, it will go very quickly, believe me. But either way, McDonald's over here in Prairie du Chien, and what else do we got here? We got a hotel. So a nice area here. A lot of red lights I do not like to hit, but either way, the realtor is up here on the left a couple blocks. We're going to go in there, talk to him, and figure everything out. But right now, I'm a little nervous and a little excited to get the key. Once I know everything that's going on at the farm, I think I'm going to be a little bit better. But right now, just the unknown is, kind of leaving me a little anxious. But one more turn, it's right over there on the left, right there. All of those office buildings right there, one of them is the realtor. So we're very close now. A long trip, a long flight, and now a long drive down the highway. I think that was about a 10-minute drive to get here, but either way, we have finally made it. So we are going to get inside. We are going to grab the key, talk to him for a little bit, and make this as quick as possible because I am very tired. All right, let's get in there.
Hey there, can I help you?
Yeah, I'm here to pick up the key for my grandfather's property. He has a farm up in McGregor.
Oh, of course. He said you'd be stopping in today. How was your flight?
Really good, and happy to be done with it all at the same time. Just happy to be here in town.
Well, we're happy to have you. How much do you know about the UMRV?
Well, I've come up here for a few vacations as a kid, but, I was young at the time. I haven't really done any research on this area. This has kind of been an abrupt move.
Well, we're right now here in Prairie du Chien. This is Wisconsin. Across the river, that is McGregor, Iowa. But we all act as one large community here. Collectively, it's known as the Upper Mississippi River Valley, or the UMRV. Now, you're in McGregor, and you're out in the country a little, of course, so it's, a 20-minute, 15-minute drive from here. But I think you're going to like it up there. Your grandfather has a really nice place, and, me and him being good friends and all, I've had a few beers up at that place as well. So if you need anything, please don't hesitate to ask me.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, well, let me not talk your ear off. I'm sure you're pretty tired and you want to get over there. So here's the key. And again, if you need anything heard, you know where to find me. Welcome to the UMRV.
All right, so we do have the key, and we are headed down Red Light Road, and I call it Red Light Road now because, well, we hit every single red light. I think we actually did hit one green light both ways coming back, but this road not a favorite of mine because we just have to keep stopping. Either way, we are slowly but surely headed over to Iowa. We just have to cross the Mississippi River over here on the left. If you saw the bridge when we were at the red light, that is the bridge we are headed to. And we flew into Prairie du Chien earlier today, obviously. Got our rental car, which we are in now, and drove over here. It's about a 10-minute, 15-minute drive. That's what the realtor said. So we are going to finally get to the property, and believe me, nobody happier about that than myself. I've been traveling all day. I am ready for a nap. And we are crossing the Mississippi River. This sign, welcome to Iowa. Very happy to be here. And I heard that McGregor is a decent sized town, and I think this is it right here. Yes. So we've got an Applebee's and a couple shopping centers over there. Main Street. Yeah, this is a good sized town. I know that there's a couple hotels here as well. Looks like a Mexican restaurant there, which is always good. But we are too tired to stop at any of this. I just want to get to the property, and I want to take a nap at least before I do anything else. I'm really excited and nervous about the property. I want to see how much damage there is or how much disrepair there is. I don't think that my grandfather purposely did that, but as we grow in age and things like that, it does become harder to take care of things. So I want to see what he did. But I did know that when I was a kid, it was very well maintained. So I'm kind of expecting that. I'm hoping anyway. I know that the house was taken care of, and now that he's in Florida, there hasn't been obviously any repairs or anything like that done to it, but it has been on the market for sale. So I do know that he's at least taken care of it a little bit. I also do know that he had cows when I was a kid. I remember that. So I don't think he had cows recently, so I'm not really sure the state of the barn. I'm hoping that it's nothing too serious and that we can fix it, but if there even is anything, it might be a really nice barn right now. Like I said, he was putting it on the market, so I do know that some repairs were done before that, but I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. I also don't know if he has any equipment or if it's gonna start. I don't expect any of this. Everything is bonus. I know that there's a house, and I do know that there is one field that we have. Other than that, I don't really know what is in store here. So we're going to find out together. Alright, so we are just a couple minutes away from the farm. This is the side road. It says that we have got one more turn. That is on the left up here. So I think not this intersection, but the next intersection is the farm. I was expecting a stop sign there, but I realized that we are way out in the country and that's not going to happen. But either way, these rows of trees up here is the farm. I see it on the maps here. So we're going to have to wait and see what the farm looks like. I do like that it's surrounded by the trees, but I'm at the moment getting anxiety from it. Let me just tell you, I would like to at least see what the farm looks like, but there's the house. So that looks okay. Now we've got a stop sign. This is sort of a main road here. And here is the farm. House looks like it's in good shape. There's a garage, I think, there. But either way, I'll get out and look overall, but let me get the gate open here. There we go. And I'll just bring this in here and park it for right now. I will take a tour here in a few minutes. I just want to get some sleep. I'm just going to, nap for an hour or so. I just want to get my bearings and, get a little bit unpacked here, at least my clothes. That way I can kind of feel like I'm relaxed. But finally here, it really feels good, especially after all that traveling. And we will look. I do see a little, I think I see a tractor over there. And a garage right there. But either way, I'm going to get inside. I'm going to collect a few things, including my thoughts. Get some sleep. And I'll turn this back on in a little bit. Alright, so after a few hours of sleep, and believe me, I needed it because I'm very interested at what this farm looks like, obviously. I could not go through with it without a few hours of sleep. So I got that, and here we are in the garage. Everything that I would expect, you know. Got a lawnmower there, which is nice. Got a little office area here, or at least a little lounge area. I think we're probably just going to park our everyday car in here and just kind of use it normally, but maybe we've got a spot inside the house or something for an office, or maybe something out here. I'm not really sure, but let me close these gates here. There we go. And now let's go check out this barn. Like I said, I know my grandfather had a couple dairy cows way back when. I don't even remember when I was a kid, you know. But I don't know when he got rid of them. This is obviously an old dairy farm. And I think we're probably going to go the meat direction, but if we do decide to do dairy, then we're already set up. This is obviously where all the cows would go. Feeding trough right there, as well as out here. And I do like that you can be on the second floor of the house, look down, and just know that the cows are right here. Either way, we do have options over here, and I do think cows are the way to go, so I'm pretty sure we're going to end up getting them, but there's an entryway into the back here when we do feed the cows. But overall, structurally, the barn looks pretty good. We'll close this up. So we don't really have to do much on the cow barn, which is good. We got a big silo here in the middle, which I do like a lot. We can put a lot of crops in there. Now, my grandfather used to work on tractors, so there's going to be a lot of auto body stuff in here. But look at this, a little office area with a computer. Got all the regular garage necessities over there. But yeah, like I said, he did work on tractors, so he was known in the community a little bit. Just adding a little bit more pressure to our situation here. We don't want to go belly up very fast in the first summer because his reputation or his name is attached to mine right now, whether I like it or not. Both because of our name, but also because of the property. What do we got in here? Let's open this up. All right. Looks like an old milk or water truck right there. There's a little area for some hay. We can put some hay bales in there, but this may come in handy. I guess we'll have to look and see if that starts soon. Got to try to see if there's a key, but I really do not feel like looking for them right now. I'm just going to walk around and see what's going on here, but that is a very good find. I'm glad that that's there. Close this up. And then I thought I seen a tractor on the other side here, which I do think I see a tractor. Yes. And a truck. All right. Like I said, I don't know if any of this is going to start. I don't know if this is just scrap metal, but this tractor looks to be pretty good size, so I would like to try to hop in that maybe tomorrow and see if we can find the key, or if we can at least get somebody to come out and look at it. That's at least worthy of that. And this truck right here, like I said, everything looks kind of worn. Oh, there's a bike right there. That's interesting. But yeah, everything looks worn here. You know, it's old. That's really what it is, but we can fix that. We can fix old. Anyway, one last thing. There's a deer right there. One last thing. I just want to get out there and see the field, and I don't have anything but my feet to walk around here. Because like I said, I haven't really looked into the tractor or the truck yet, but that is the field. So, as you can see, pretty good sized field. And I assume that we're probably going to make that all grass. I would really just like to make sure that we can get our cows fed. And that's probably the best way to do it, is to make all of this grass, and then we can get cutting it and baling it and things of that nature. But this is the field, which, like I said, it just keeps going. I know I'm walking, so it's looking a lot bigger because we're going slow, but let me hop over here. Go. But yeah, the field is pretty good size, so it would be nice to plant some grass seed over there. Like I said, we could bale up the hay and maybe even use some silage. Maybe to sell, maybe to use with our cows. But if we're doing meat, it doesn't really matter. Maybe we could just use it for hay. Either way, that is it. And tomorrow I will get out here and I will start assessing the place and seeing exactly what kind of opportunities we can take. But for right now, I'm going to take the opportunity to get back inside, and I'm just going to go to bed. I'm going to call it a day. It's been a busy one, but I'm going to call it a day.
You seem to know something I don't. What's going on? Can you tell me what it is, please? I'm not that slow like you think. Strange vibrations in the room and I can feel it. I'm a hurricane, I'm bringing thunder and rain. I'm a hurricane if you get in my way. I'm a hurricane, always on top of my game. I'm a hurricane, don't try to get in my way.
Well, another Monday here at work, and out here at Peterson. What's this? Peterson's is now permanently closed? To our customers, we thank you for your years of service. To our staff, thank you for all of your hard work. You'll be contacted within the week. What? Okay. Well, I didn't expect that to happen. Peterson's is now permanently closed, and we're finding out on the door. Okay. Well, new plan today, I guess.
I'm Sarah Jones reporting live from Elmwood, where residents are facing a difficult reality today. The town's largest employer, Peterson's Manufacturing, abruptly closing its doors this morning, leaving hundreds of workers out of a job. The company is citing changing marketing conditions as the reason for the closure, but for the people here in Elmwood who have dedicated years to Peterson's, this is a devastating blow. John Miller, a welder who's been with Peterson's for over 20 years, says he doesn't know what he'll do next. This town runs on Peterson's, he told me. It's not just the jobs, it's the whole community. Local businesses, schools, all rely on the money coming out of this factory. Somber news for the people of Elmwood. Guys, back to you.
My job at Peterson's was over. No warning. No thanks for coming out. No pizza party. I was a manager at a company that gave me no warning that they were about to go under. Just a note on the door one day that made me walk back to my car and wonder what I was going to do like everybody else. I'd seen this story play out before. Small town relies on one big business then closes, and the town soon dies. Elmwood was barely livable to begin with, but with Peterson's out of business, I knew I needed to look elsewhere for a job and for a new life. So I packed my stuff, gave my landlord the key back, and headed to the airport and took my first flight out to Iowa. McGregor, Iowa was a town located on the banks of the Mississippi River and on the border of Iowa and Wisconsin. It had been a place my grandfather had farmed and called home his whole life, and it had been a spot for a few summer vacations of mine as well. Recently, my grandfather moved south to retire, and he put the family farm up for sale. Up until now, I had no interest in taking over the farm, but the way people at Peterson's were let go, I felt a lot more need to go into business for myself. Sure, it'd be harder, but the control over my life was something that was worth working harder for. I finally made it to McGregor, Iowa. After a few-hour flight, I was ready to go, but I landed in Iowa with a huge list of to-do things, and the first thing that I had to do was meet with a realtor in Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin. That was just over the river from McGregor, Iowa. I had to go and meet him, I had to go get the key, and then I had to go check and see what the condition of this farm was. Alright, now just sitting here waiting for my car to get cleaned out. I guess they didn't have it ready, and I've got this little buzzer right here, so I'm waiting for it to go off. But yeah, today we have a busy day. It's already 1:30 in the afternoon. It took the morning to fly to get here, and now we're going to have to go over to the real estate office where my grandfather left the key to the house and everything, all the farm stuff. And then we can finally make it over to the farm, and I've not been over there in a while. Let's just say that. It's been a very long time since I've been over there, and honestly, the last time I was over there, wasn't really too interested in what it all looked like or how it was being taken care of. So I'm interested to see what we're getting ourselves into. But the rental car is ready. I am going to head up here to the office, grab it, and we'll be on the road. Alright, so we have finally left the airport. We've got our rental car figured out, and we are headed now to Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin. Like I said, it's right over the river from McGregor, Iowa, which is where we will be living. But Prairie du Chien has the realtor, my grandfather's friend, who will be giving us the key here. He is expecting us. I don't know if he knows exactly what time we're supposed to be there. It's kind of hard to guess all of this stuff. I mean, yes, the ticket says what time we're getting here, but my chances of actually not missing a flight or having a flight delayed or something is very minimal. So I said sometime in the afternoon is when we will be there. So he should be expecting us today, but I'm not really sure if he's expecting us right now. Either way, we'll get the key from him and head on up there. And this really feels real now. We are in the UMRV. We are thousands of miles away from Peterson's, and we're really going to do this. And it's there's good news and there's bad news. The bad news is that I'm very inexperienced at farming. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, so I'm going to have to try to learn on the fly here. But the good news is that I really have no overhead at the moment. The house is not for sale for me. He's just going to let me live in it and gives me a good head start here to try to start a farm here financially, because I do have a little bit of money saved. I was a manager at Peterson's, but don't have a ton of money saved. A couple $100,000 sounds like a lot, but when you're investing in farm equipment and things of that nature, it will go very quickly, believe me. But either way, McDonald's over here in Prairie du Chien, and what else do we got here? We got a hotel. So a nice area here. A lot of red lights I do not like to hit, but either way, the realtor is up here on the left a couple blocks. We're going to go in there, talk to him, and figure everything out. But right now, I'm a little nervous and a little excited to get the key. Once I know everything that's going on at the farm, I think I'm going to be a little bit better. But right now, just the unknown is, kind of leaving me a little anxious. But one more turn, it's right over there on the left, right there. All of those office buildings right there one of them is the realtor. So we're very close now. A long trip, a long flight, and now a long drive down the highway. I think that was about a 10-minute drive to get here, but either way, we have finally made it. So we are going to get inside. We are going to grab the key, talk to him for a little bit, and make this as quick as possible because I am very tired. All right, let's get in there.
Hey there, can I help you?
Yeah, I'm here to pick up the key for my grandfather's property. He has a farm up in McGregor.
Oh, of course. He said you'd be stopping in today. How was your flight?
Really good, and happy to be done with it all at the same time. Just happy to be here in town.
Well, we're happy to have you. How much do you know about the UMRV?
Well, I've come up here for a few vacations as a kid, but, I was young at the time. I haven't really done any research on this area. This has kind of been an abrupt move.
Well, we're right now here in Prairie du Chien. This is Wisconsin. Across the river, that is McGregor, Iowa. But we all act as one large community here. Collectively, it's known as the Upper Mississippi River Valley, or the UMRV. Now, you're in McGregor, and you're out in the country a little, of course, so it's, a 20-minute, 15-minute drive from here. But I think you're going to like it up there. Your grandfather has a really nice place, and, me and him being good friends and all, I've had a few beers up at that place as well, so if you need anything, please don't hesitate to ask me.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, well, let me not talk your ear off. I'm sure you're pretty tired and you want to get over there. So here's the key. And again, if you need anything heard, you know where to find me. Welcome to the UMRV.
All right, so we do have the key, and we are headed down Red Light Road, and I call it Red Light Road now because, well, we hit every single red light. I think we actually did hit one green light both ways coming back, but this road not a favorite of mine because we just have to keep stopping. Either way, we are slowly but surely headed over to Iowa. We just have to cross the Mississippi River over here on the left. If you saw the bridge when we were at the red light, that is the bridge we are headed to. And we flew into Prairie du Chien earlier today, obviously. Got our rental car, which we are in now, and drove over here. It's about a 10-minute, 15-minute drive. That's what the realtor said. So we are going to finally get to the property, and believe me, nobody happier about that than myself. I've been traveling all day. I am ready for a nap. And we are crossing the Mississippi River. This sign, welcome to Iowa. Very happy to be here. And I heard that McGregor is a decent sized town, and I think this is it right here. Yes. So we've got an Applebee's and a couple shopping centers over there. Main Street. Yeah, this is a good sized town. I know that there's a couple hotels here as well. Looks like a Mexican restaurant there, which is always good. But we are too tired to stop at any of this. I just want to get to the property, and I want to take a nap at least before I do anything else. I'm really excited and nervous about the property. I want to see how much damage there is or how much disrepair there is. I don't think that my grandfather purposely did that, but as we grow in age and things like that, it does become harder to take care of things. So I want to see what he did. But I did know that when I was a kid, it was very well maintained. So I'm kind of expecting that. I'm hoping anyway. I know that the house was taken care of, and now that he's in Florida, there hasn't been obviously any repairs or anything like that done to it, but it has been on the market for sale, so I do know that he's at least taken care of it a little bit. I also do know that he had cows when I was a kid. I remember that. So I don't think he had cows recently, so I'm not really sure the state of the barn. I'm hoping that it's nothing too serious and that we can fix it, but if there even is anything, it might be a really nice barn right now. Like I said, he was putting it on the market, so I do know that some repairs were done before that, but I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. I also don't know if he has any equipment or if it's gonna start. I don't expect any of this. Everything is bonus. I know that there's a house, and I do know that there is one field that we have. Other than that, I don't really know what is in store here, so we're gonna find out together. Alright, so we are just a couple minutes away from the farm. This is the side road. It says that we have got one more turn. That is on the left up here. So I think not this intersection, but the next intersection is the farm. I was expecting a stop sign there, but I realized that we are way out in the country and that's not going to happen. But either way, these rows of trees up here is the farm. I see it on the maps here. So we're going to have to wait and see what the farm looks like. I do like that it's surrounded by the trees, but I'm at the moment getting anxiety from it. Let me just tell you, I would like to at least see what the farm looks like, but there's the house. So that looks okay. Now we've got a stop sign. This is sort of a main road here. And here is the farm. House looks like it's in good shape. There's a garage, I think, there. But either way, I'll get out and look overall. But let me get the gate open here. There we go. And I'll just bring this in here and park it for right now. I will take a tour here in a few minutes. I just want to get some sleep. I'm just going to, nap for an hour or so. I just want to get my bearings and, get a little bit unpacked here, at least my clothes. That way I can kind of feel like I'm relaxed. But finally here, it really feels good, especially after all that traveling. And we will look. I do see a little... I think I see a tractor over there. And a garage right there. But either way, I'm going to get inside. I'm going to collect a few things, including my thoughts. Get some sleep. And I'll turn this back on in a little bit. Alright, so after a few hours of sleep, and believe me, I needed it because I'm very interested at what this farm looks like, obviously. I could not go through with it without a few hours of sleep. So I got that, and here we are in the garage. Everything that I would expect, Got a lawnmower there, which is nice. Got a little office area here, or at least a little lounge area. I think we're probably just going to park our everyday car in here and just kind of use it normally, but maybe we've got a spot inside the house or something for an office, or maybe something out here. I'm not really sure, but let me close these gates here. There we go. And now let's go check out this barn. Like I said, I know my grandfather had a couple dairy cows way back when. I don't even remember when I was a kid, but I don't know when he got rid of them. This is obviously an old dairy farm. And I think we're probably going to go the meat direction, but if we do decide to do dairy, then we're already set up. This is obviously where all the cows would go. Feeding trough right there, as well as out here. And I do like that you can be on the second floor of the house, look down, and just know that the cows are right here. Either way, we do have options over here, and I do think cows are the way to go, so I'm pretty sure we're going to end up getting them, but there's an entryway into the back here when we do feed the cows. But overall, structurally, the barn looks pretty good. We'll close this up. So we don't really have to do much on the cow barn, which is good. We got a big silo here in the middle, which I do like a lot. We can put a lot of crops in there. Now, my grandfather used to work on tractors, so there's going to be a lot of auto body stuff in here. But look at this, a little office area with a computer. Got all the regular garage necessities over there. But yeah, like I said, he did work on tractors, so he was known in the community a little bit. Just adding a little bit more pressure to our situation here. We don't want to go belly up very fast in the first summer because his reputation or his name is attached to mine right now, whether I like it or not. Both because of our name, but also because of the property. What do we got in here? Let's open this up. All right. Looks like an old milk or water truck right there. There's a little area for some hay. We can put some hay bales in there, but this may come in handy. I guess we'll have to look and see if that starts soon. Got to try to see if there's a key, but I really do not feel like looking for them right now. I'm just going to walk around and see what's going on here, but that is a very good find. I'm glad that that's there. Close this up. And then I thought I seen a tractor on the other side here, which I do think I see a tractor. Yes. And a truck. All right. Like I said, I don't know if any of this is going to start. I don't know if this is just scrap metal, but this tractor looks to be pretty good size, so I would like to try to hop in that maybe tomorrow and see if we can find the key, or if we can at least get somebody to come out and look at it. That's at least worthy of that. And this truck right here, like I said, everything looks kind of worn. Oh, there's a bike right there. That's interesting. But yeah, everything looks worn here. You know, it's old. That's really what it is. But we can fix that. We can fix old. Anyway, one last thing. Oh, there's a deer right there. One last thing, I just want to get out there and see the field, and I don't have anything but my feet to walk around here, because like I said, I haven't really looked into the tractor or the truck yet, but that is the field. So, as you can see, pretty good sized field. And I assume that we're probably going to make that all grass. I would really just like to make sure that we can get our cows fed. And that's probably the best way to do it, is to make all of this grass, and then we can get cutting it and baling it and things of that nature. But this is the field, which, like I said, it just keeps going. I know I'm walking, so it's looking a lot bigger because we're going slow, but let me hop over here. There we go. But yeah, the field is pretty good size, so it would be nice to plant some grass seed over there. Like I said, we could bale up the hay and maybe even use some silage, maybe to sell, maybe to use with our cows. But if we're doing meat, it doesn't really matter. Maybe we could just use it for hay. Either way, that is it. And tomorrow I will get out here and I will start assessing the place and seeing exactly what kind of opportunities we can take. But for right now, I'm going to take the opportunity to get back inside, and I'm just going to go to bed. I'm going to call it a day. It's been a busy one, but I'm going to call it a day.
.3 WHRD. Good morning. It's Russ here with you on a rainy Wednesday morning in the UMRV, and I guess it can't look amazing all the time, can it? Guess it's better to get this rain today than on Friday, because remember, Friday is opening day for the high school baseball season, and McGregor is heading over to Prairie du Chien to open up the season. Great rivalry to kick off the high school baseball season, so get over there and show some support for both high schools. Now, also, when we're talking things going on around the area, farmers, don't forget to head over to the UMRV Livestock Hall this week. In addition to the auctions all this week, they also have outright sales going on. Every kind of livestock animal that you can imagine. So this week over at the Livestock Hall, get on over there, get your animals, and get ready for the farming season. Now, getting back to the music on this rainy day, here's Charlotte to Cheyenne by Will Harrison, WHRD. Good morning.
Well, Russ is right. It's a miserable day. But fortunately, we are not going to slow down because of it. I do have a couple trucks out there. I do have a tractor out there that we need to look into and kind of see if they run. I'm not fully expecting them to run, but if they do, that would be a bonus. But since I'm not fully expecting anything to go right, we are probably going to have to go into town, and usually on a sunny day, on a nice day, that would be a problem because it's taking away from the time that we can be in the field. But today, since we don't really have any field work to do at all, we can try to set up this farm a little bit and kind of get our bearings here in town, because I did hear that the livestock hall is having a lot of activity this week. So kind of want to get down there and introduce myself, kind of see the process take place. That way, when we're going down there for real, we'll at least have a little bit of footing. At least we'll know what to do. We won't be so shell-shocked. And it's going to be hard enough bidding on an auction that I've never been able to, get into, or never had a really desire to bid on a livestock auction. But here we are in the UMRV, and since our livelihood relies on it, I think we're probably going to have to learn fairly quickly. Anyway, what a miserable day. I hope that this isn't a sign of things to come or a sign of any sort. I hope it's just we need some rain. Anyway, let me get inside real quick. I am going to put this coffee down and we will head out to the garage. All right, now the rain let up a little bit. As you can see, still very cloudy out today, and it's not supposed to be a great day, but we're going to make our way through it. What we're going to do is head over to the barn over here and look at the truck first. It was actually a water truck that used to be used by my grandfather, and what we're going to do is see if we might be able to start this thing. So let's see. Open that up. And we'll just jump inside real quick. But there's the truck. Jump inside and see if this thing starts. And hell, it started a little bit, but it doesn't seem to want to start. Alright, something's wrong with that truck. We'll figure it out. But it won't. Obviously, it won't completely start, so we're going to have to look into that. But let's look over here at the other truck and tractor. And honestly, these trucks can not start. That's fine. I mean, it would be preferable that they did. But really, what I really want is just that tractor to work. Now, let's see here with this truck. And this is doing nothing. Not even turning over, nothing. So I think we're going to need a battery for that one. These things have been sitting out here for a while, so that's really not surprising to me. But now the big one. Let's see if this tractor works. All right. Yes. Stay running. It sounds good. And I'm really happy about that. Well, the tractor's in good form, and honestly, that's probably better than those 2 trucks being in good form financially and just conveniently, because, you know, the convenience of finding somebody that is going to fix a truck, I think it's going to be a much easier time than finding somebody that will fix a tractor. As agriculturally driven this town is, I still think that's the truth. But either way, we are going to go inside. I gotta go grab the keys and we'll take that rental down, head down to town into McGregor, and see if we can't fix these 2 trucks. I think a battery is what's going to be needed, and I'll ask him about some other stuff. But yeah, let me go inside, let me grab some keys, and then we will head down to town. Alright, so let me get these gates open. I do like that feature. As little of a feature as it is, I do like that the gates do close, keep people out of here. Not that anybody's really going to come in, but it's just, I used to live on a little side street in town, and I do like the privacy that the farm offers, that's for sure. But either way, we'll just leave them open because we'll be right back. And we are going to head down to McGregor, and like I said, just getting a couple of things for this truck. These trucks, should I say, 2 trucks. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with the water truck. I think I'd like to keep the other truck. That's the one my grandpa used to drive quite a bit. But as for the water truck, I'm not sure, because I think as much as we might need it, I could probably get a trailer for the volume that we're going to be working at here in the first year, and I might be able to use the money from the sale of the truck towards the farm, which I think would be great, and I think would be a lot more use than just keeping the truck. That's just what's on my mind right now. I'm not really sure. I think this is where I turned, though, so let's hope I made that turn right. But I think it's down here, and then I think there's a left, and I will be on the road to McGregor. But yeah, we're going to have to come back down here later anyway, so we'll get a lot of practice. I know that the livestock auction is today, and I do want to try to make that. It's later today. I think it's about 4 or 5 o'clock tonight, so it would be nice to get down there, introduce myself to some people, and just kind of see how it all works. That way I'm not completely floored. That way, you know, I have a little bit of an idea of what I'm getting myself into, because at the current point, I cannot understand the auctioneer. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know if I'm itching my ear or raising my arm. I don't know what to do. So I am just going to go down there, observe, and just kind of, you know, get a good feeling of how everything goes, because I do want to be comfortable, and I don't want to be nervous or anything when I'm making such a huge financial decisions. So what I want to do is get comfortable by watching other people who do this all the time interact with one another, and maybe introduce myself a little bit, maybe to the auctioneer as well, maybe to other farmers, just to let them know I'm in the community, or just maybe I'll do the opposite of that and just sit back and try to see who knows who, and see how everything works. How's that? But we have finally made it to McGregor, and I am going to pick this up when we get down here to the store. Because, hey, why not? Let's stop at another red light. Alright, now down here at the farm store, and we are just going to pull in here and talk to him about the 2 trucks, and hopefully they have something here in stock. I feel like this is the first of many stops down here at the store, but we'll turn that off, and also our lights. Don't want to flash the high beams in there. Not this early in the morning. Anyway, let's get in there and let's talk to him, see if we can figure this out.
Good morning. How can I help you?
Hey there. Yeah, actually, I need to get a couple trucks running up at my farm. I need to get a battery and a couple other things for them.
All right, I can help you out there. Never seen you around here before. Where's the farm at?
Yeah, I actually just moved here. The farm's just outside of McGregor on the east side, up there by the church.
Right. I know where you're at. You have any plans for any animals up there? Or?
Actually, yeah, I was going to get some dairy cows here eventually, but I still got a lot to learn, so might take the first year off and then just get everything ready as far as equipment and feed and money.
No, I think that's a good idea. Anyway, yeah, let's talk about the trucks of yours.
All right, so I have to... After just a few days in town, I felt like this was the right decision. Losing my job at Peterson's actually turned out to be the best thing that had happened to me in a while. Sure, the money was no longer coming in like it used to, but my old job had paid me enough to actually save up some money to start this farm. I wasn't by any means loaded, but I had a few bucks to spend, and I knew that some of it would have to go to cows and equipment. I also knew that in order to survive the expensive lifestyle of starting a farm, I was going to need to get a job. Cow feed wasn't cheap. Neither is gas, fencing, repairs, transportation. Anyway, I got a few things for the truck, and I bought a power washer as well. Not like I'm going to need it in this weather, but the first job I was going to have is getting the trucks running. Then I wanted to head down to the auction. I'm not 100% sold on dairy cows, but this is what the farm was before, so I felt like I should try to restore it back to that. Anyways, we're here, so let's get started. Alright, so we are just now getting done with the truck, and you can see it has now started to rain again. It's just a cruddy day all over the place today, but fortunately for us, we do have some good news, and that is that the truck is working, and the wipers are working a little extra at the moment, but I want to drive this over to the garage, and I want to put some brakes on it. I got some brakes, so I want to put some brakes on it, so I'm going to put it over here in the garage so that I can do the work over here. I also have the other truck all figured out and ready to go, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that truck, but this truck used to be my grandfather's, so I want to make sure that this one is the one that I drive around town and kind of have as a vehicle. Speaking of which, we gotta get the rental back, so it's working right on time, but let me run over here. Rain is cold. And now we got this truck over here again. I think I'm probably gonna put a for sale sign on it, but let's see, we got and there we go. I was a little worried there for a minute, but yeah, we got it going, and we are just gonna leave this here, but right now. But yeah, I think I'm gonna put a for sale sign on this one. I think I'm probably gonna use a trailer to haul water, and yeah, we might do some dairy cows, but that's not for a while, so I think we're gonna cross that bridge when we get to it. Either way, let's go in. I gotta go in the house, which is why I'm stalling a little bit right now. I do not want to get wet, but whatever. Let's run over to the house, get some paperwork, get a pen, and then we can head down to the auction. Alright, let me get in here real quick. Alright, now we've got everything that we need, and I did take a minute while I was inside to call the rental company and tell them that I will be dropping this off tomorrow. So this will probably be the last time that we end up driving this on film, but this has been a good car. It's gotten us from A to B, but at the end of the day, it's going to be really good to get rid of this car because it's just a remembrance of the airport, and it's one thing that we have to get rid of so that we can kind of permanently plant our feet here in the UMRV. But either way, this auction is going to be very nerve-wracking for me because I'm not really sure what to expect. I know that the farming communities out here really are tight-knit, so I'm probably going to get some inquisitive looks when I walk in there, but that'll be alright because when I come around more often, people are going to see that and they're going to get familiar with me. So I'm not really worried about that, but I did want to take the time when we were driving down here to kind of give you the farm plan here this year. I do want to plant some grass in that field. I do want to make some silage and some hay. And I want to get that started before we get any cows, only because I don't have a ton of money to buy a lot of different things. So we're going to kind of be bare bones here in the beginning. But I do want to buy some equipment. Maybe we can sell some hay this summer, and maybe we can get some cows towards the end of the year or maybe next year. But, you know, I do want to get some feed and some things first before we get the animals. I think that's probably the correct order. And as far as my finances go, I think the equipment, the things that we're going to have to buy, that's going to be expensive too. So I do want to look into maybe getting a job, or maybe seeing what kind of services I can offer out here to sell some people. But to be honest with you, I'm really not sure what that is. Does he think we're going to go? All right, there we go. So I don't know really what that is, but I do know that I've got to make some side money here, because this is going to be a very expensive venture. The equipment out here is very expensive. I don't know a place out here to lease or borrow any equipment, so it's all going to be on me and my wallet, and hopefully, and maybe, a bank loan. But I want to stay away from that as much as I can. We've got some money, but we don't have a lot, and I've still got to eat, so I have to think about that as well. Either way, I'm going to put this down for now, and I am going to hit this auction up. It's a couple of minutes down the road here, so I'm going to get ready. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time I turn this thing on. Alright, well, looks to be a good day out today, at least. Last time I had this camera, it wasn't. But today we are going to be washing the truck, and we're going to be washing the tractor. I wanted to get everything underneath as well washed, just to make sure everything is good. And I want to make sure that we stay close to the entrance of the farm, at least for this morning, because we are going to be getting a delivery here soon. So want to make sure that we know where he is, but the delivery is going to be a plow, which we're going to get out into the field, and we are going to plow this field up. I looked the last time and there were some weeds, so we're just going to start this thing all fresh. I think it's better that way anyway. But here is the pressure washer. And yeah, so I went down to the farm store, and I did end up buying a plow. I think that it's going to come in handy, and it was cheap enough to buy, so we just ended up buying it. But then there was this other piece of equipment, and man, oh man, it was a really good deal too. $35,000. We got a telehandler, a used one, but one that is going to come in handy for us, and it looks pretty nice as well, so I'm happy about that. I want that to be on the farm, that way we can move things, move pallets, things like that, accept deliveries and get things off of the trucks, that kind of thing. So we are all set with this truck, and this is going to be the main truck that we drive around. I think that it's more than capable of handling the miles that we're going to put on it, which is almost none. But we'll just park this right here, and now we will go get the tractor. Now, if you see in the beginning, yes, we are putting that truck out for sale. I do want to make sure that we get a good price on it, because any money will help. I mean, it will probably not pay for the plow that I just bought, but it will at least come in handy in making it hurt a little less, right? Prices on these things are just astronomical sometimes, but I'm just happy to have a tractor that runs. I'm happy to have a truck that runs, and just a farm overall is a very good start. A start that most people do not get, so believe me, I am more than thankful to have it. Now, let's get out and let's get all of this dirt and all of this stuff, at least some most of it, off. Want to make sure that we maintain our equipment because, again, I am appreciative of it, and I know how much things cost. Even when it's used, even when it doesn't seem to be the thing you want, it's still way more expensive than, well, at least way more expensive than I can afford. Either way, we're going to get this washed up, and we're going to use this in the field today. I am excited. We are going to be able to plow the field, get all them weeds, or all those weeds out of the ground, and just a fresh start for our property, which is something that I think we need. But either way, let's get this tractor just pulled over here a little bit more. Then I gotta go into the garage, get a couple things going, and I have a tool bench that is just loaded with stuff, so I'd really like to clean that off real quick, which isn't going to require too much time. But again, I want to stay close to the entrance because I know that this truck will be here eventually. Anyway, that tractor definitely looks good. All right, we're going to get in here and get some paperwork done. I have a couple things that I still have to fill out, and then I'm going to get over to that tool bench and clean it out. Just waiting here for this delivery. All right, now just putting a couple things away here. It looks good. And how did I just miss him backing up? All right, well, here is the delivery. We do have the plow, and we do have a telehandler. Again, got that at a really good deal, so I could not say no. But
Hey there, got a delivery for a herd?
yeah, that's me. How was the drive?
Meh, not that bad. This is actually a lighter load for me. So this was fairly routine, I guess. You just get this place?
Well, it was my grandfather's place, but he retired and moved south.
Smart man if you ask me. Anyway, what are you gonna be farming here?
I'm going to eventually get some cows, probably next year, but this year is just getting everything up and running and seeing what I've got. You know, been told by everybody to kind of take it slow, so that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, smarter to do that than to spend a ton of money on mistakes. You gonna be doing beef, or are you gonna be doing dairy here?
Well, it seems like this area is really heavy on the beef, so I think I'm going to go the other route and do dairy. Besides, you know, this is what this place was before that.
Yeah, I thought that. I've been driving around here for a while. About 15 years now, come to think of it. But yeah, I remember this being a dairy farm. Anyway, you got this plow. You looking to plant something here?
Oh, yeah, just grass to make into hay or silage. Nothing really major, but I just want to start from the bottom and, you know, from square one so I know what I'm working with. I don't really want any surprises. This place is enough of a surprise. I don't really know what I'm getting into here, but this place hasn't been farmed in some time, so I just want to make sure that I restart everything and that I see everything getting restarted, more importantly.
Well, best of luck to you, man. I deliver to a lot of farms, and a lot of farms are unfortunately going out of business these days. I'm really hoping you make it here. Anyway, I just need you to sign here. But, you know what? I don't have my pen.
Oh, all right. Let me go get one for us.
Alright, thank you. I don't know where all my pens are, but anyway, like I was saying, just need you to sign this thing and confirm the delivery here.
All right, and there you go. All right, well, hey, thanks for everything. Name's Hurd.
Hurd, Daryl. Nice to meet you, man.
Daryl, nice to meet you as well. Okay, well, give me a minute. I'm going to grab the telehandler and get that off, and then I can get that plow off as well, and then we can send you on your way. Alright, now, yes, I do have a little experience driving this. Don't have a lot of farm experience, but I do have some experience driving telehandlers. That is for my time over at Peterson's when I was moving up the ranks. I did start in the warehouse, and we did do a lot of driving these things. Not specifically telehandlers, but things like this, smaller. Anyway, we've got to get this plow off the back of this trailer. So, I'm thinking maybe we can push it a little bit and maybe it will turn 90 degrees in order for us to hook up the tractor. Okay, I think that's going to probably push it off. So what we're going to do is I think we're just going to pull it and see if we can't get this thing to turn clockwise. That way we can take the tractor and back it up onto the trailer, and then we can attach the plow and we can drive it all off. Let's see. That worked very well. That worked very well. Okay. That was all luck, believe me. Either way, just trying to figure out how to use this thing still. We're going to park this, and then we're going to go get the tractor, and like I said, we're going to hook up to that plow right there, and then we'll send Daryl on his way, because I know Daryl doesn't want to stay here all day watching us farm, and I don't want to sit here trying to get this off all day, so what we're going to do is go get that tractor. Anyway, we're going to plow today. Just as soon as Daryl gets out of here, we can go into the field, and that's going to take a while. That is going to take a good amount of time to plow that field up, because we have a very small plow. It's the only thing I could afford, and honestly, it's probably the only plow that this tractor could handle that the farm store had. So let's drive this over here. And now let's make sure that we can back this up here, because it would be no good if we did not hit this. And these always make me a little anxious. But we're up there. Perfect. Alright, now we are going to straighten it out a little bit. That's not encouraged, kids. Let's just say that. But it's going to have to do. It's what we have to do. Let's get back here and hook everything up. I gotta climb up there. Let me jump up here. And now we'll hook this plow up. And now we'll lift it from the cab, and then we can drive it off. And then Daryl's day will be made. Now, can't do that unless we hook up all of our things back there, so let's do that. But, alright. Now, let's try to raise this. That way we can get it off the trailer. Now we're going to have to lift. Oh, well. That wasn't good. Okay. That was all me, too. So, okay. So now that we have the tractor running again, we'll lift that up. And now this will be the simple drive off. Just straight. And there we go. We have got that off, and now we've got a plow and we've got a telehandler here on farm. So let's just go over and say bye to Daryl, and then he can be on his way. Alright, Daryl, well, thanks, man. I really appreciate everything, and I hope your drive goes well today.
Thanks. Have a good day, Herd.
Alright, so Daryl's out of here, and now we are going to be out of here too. We are going to go into the field and plow this up. I just got to go get a couple things first, and then we will be in the tractor. Alright, so just wanted to grab a couple waters for the tractor. It's not an overly hot day today. It's kind of actually cool outside, which is making it a good day today, being the tractor, but it is going to be a few hours for us. We have a very small plow. We have a very big field in terms of, you know, the size of the plow. So we're going to need a few hours to get this done, to say the least. But that's the thing. I'm going to be thankful that we can, and that we do have this plow It's not the greatest plow, but it doesn't need to be the greatest plow. Not yet, anyway. We can get anything done here, and we can save up some money and buy better equipment. But let's start plowing, and actually, let's stop for a minute. I'm noticing all these stones here in this field. I'm hoping that this isn't going to be the whole field. The field's not in great shape, I will say that. So I'm really hoping that the stones aren't in all of the field, or we're going to have an extra chore. But either way, let's continue to plow. And man, this is top speed right here. We are going to be taking a while on this field, that's for sure. But like I said, we'll be thankful for what we have, and we will work hard to make the farm even better, hopefully. But we're going to put some grass in this field, and we are going to try to make some hay. We are going to try to make some silage. That way, when we do get the dairy cows, and man, the rocks are still back there. When we do get the dairy cows, then we'll be all set and ready to go. We won't be scrambling for, hay or for silage. And especially since I'm really not sure what I'm doing with dairy cows, I still have to learn everything. So I want to give myself a little bit of extra time to research everything. That way we can make smart financial decisions. That way we can make smart health decisions for the cows. That way they are healthy and they're producing the milk that we need. Because an unhealthy and an unhappy cow will not give you as much milk. That is for sure. That is for sure. That's what I say anyway. But anyway, we are going to continue plowing this field. It's going to take a while. It is. It's at least a few hours. Let's say that. But anyway, I'm going to turn on the radio and going to get this field done because, man, it's not going to do itself. And I really wish it would. Because this is going to eat up all of my day.
From farm to table produce bursting with flavor to locally sourced meats and cheeses that melt in your mouth. Support your community and discover the hidden gems from talented local artisans. Whether you're looking for a handcrafted jewelry, unique home goods, or the perfect seasonal gift, Aspen Creek Market has something for everyone. Find us conveniently located in downtown McGregor. Come on down to Aspen Creek Market and discover a taste of the good life.
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5. Happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind, trying to save your time. In case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list, girl, you can skip this funny business. Cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me. I got everything that I need, but there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cool night. Yeah, and you can keep your 9 to 5, cause I'm happy with the simple life. the bonfire on a cold night. Hell, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm a happy with the simple life. Oh Lord, you can keep your 9 to 5.
And now you see the sunset. That means we've been out here all day. I think we've been out here 6 or 7 hours now. And the sunset looks great, but that's just a sign of how exhausted I am. And look at all of these stones around me. They have not went away. They are all over the field. So that gives us a little bit of extra step before we get to the oilseed radish. I'm going to have to see if we can get somebody to lease us a stone collector, because I'm going to need to get all of these stones off of this field. I want to get a good yield, and I know that that's going to hurt it. I also know that it's going to hurt our equipment, so I would like to get all this out. But for right now, I am going to call it quits here as far as this field is concerned, because it's getting dark. I'm getting hungry, and I'm just getting tired. You know, I really am. It was fun. Let's do it again tomorrow, absolutely. But for now, as it's getting darker and harder to see as well, I think I am going to call it a day. But yeah, we're going to have to get these stones collected. Then we're going to have to get the oil seed on this field. And then we are going to have to plant the grass. And there's a lot of things that we need to be doing here in a short amount of time. We're also going to have to get all of the equipment to do all of that. We're going to have to get a mower. We're going to have to get a lot of things. So either way, that is where we are going to end this. And got a lot done today, but there's a lot more to do tomorrow. Anyway, let's park this up. Turn the lights off here. There we go. And we'll call it a day. And it's not the sunniest day, but I will take clouds over rain, that's for sure. I do know that there is rain that is scheduled in the forecast here in the next couple days, so there's a lot of things that I would like to get done before that, because the rain is scheduled to be here for a few days in a row. So I would like to get a lot of these things done that are in the field. And today, the last time I was with you, we did plowing, and now today I would like to get some of the stones that are in this field collected and taken out. I did make a phone call, and it is available down there at the farm store. I just have to lease it, and I do have to go down and actually pay him. So eventually there will be a credit account, and I will just give them my information. But for right now, it's more just cash first, and then I can get it. So I do have to get down there and talk to him about that. But also, I really just want to get all of that done before the weather turns on us. So I know today is going to be a good day to do some field work, so I really want to try to get that done. So let me get up, because we're not going to accomplish much with me sitting here. And I'll get up, we'll go out and plow the field that we didn't get done the last time. That way we can get down to the farm store. And now everything put away, and I'm going to hop into the tractor here and make sure that we have finished plowing the field. If you remember last time, we just ran out of daylight. That's all it really was. And now we are fighting time again because there is a thunderstorm scheduled in a few days, and it's going to be a prolonged one. So I want to make sure that we are where we need to be in the field, because there is a lot of things that I do need to buy for this farm, and I'm thinking that is when I can do it. But I can't get out into the field, especially not with this plow. I can't get out into the field when it's raining, because I will not go anywhere and I will get stuck. Something I don't want to do. That's not the way that I want to introduce myself to the community, being the guy that got stuck. But either way, that's not going to be us, because we are going in here for round 2. We are going to start plowing the field. As you can see, all those rocks that I would like to get out of this field today. I'm hoping if we do this right, then we'll be able to get down to the farm store before noon. And if we can do that, then we can get a head start on the stone collecting here today, and hopefully finish either today, which is an outside chance, or finish it the next time, because that storm is coming and I want to make sure that we are prepared for it. And I don't want to get any tractors stuck out here for sure, because I don't know anyone out here to get me out of trouble. But anyway, we are going to continue doing this field. I am going to continue plowing this field up, and I will be back with you after we are done. Alright, now with the plowing just about done, wasn't too bad, and it is about 11 o'clock now, which means that if we get everything done right now, we get back to the garage and just want to give this a quick power wash, and then we can get out of here. That means that we'll probably be down at the farm store at about noon, which is okay. Because if we can pick everything up, everything being the stone collector, and I also would like to buy a bucket for the telehandler, so if I can get those delivered today, that would be amazing. I think that we'll be able to get a good start here on the field. If we can get in the field by about 1 or 2, that would help a lot. But just gonna finish this off here. This is the last strip, and man, did this take a long time to do, and mostly because, as you can see, the traction here, not great. This plow is asking a whole lot of this tractor, and this tractor's been good so far, but we'll see how it holds up. Thankfully, we are not going to have to plow all the time. And honestly, I think, you know, my hopes was to maybe plow some other stuff, maybe try to find some people that wanted some help plowing fields, but with this, I'm not really sure we made the right choice by buying the plow. We probably should have leased it, but either way, we've got a plow now that barely gets around this field thanks to this tractor, but we did get it done. So now we are going to bring the tractor back to the garage, and like I said, just want to power wash it quick, make sure that we take care of our equipment. And that's a big reason why we want to get all these stones out of here. It's not so much the yield, we're, you know, planting grass, but it's more I don't want to keep hitting them with blades and things like that, so it's just better to get them out of the field. But we are going to power wash this, that way all the dirt and all the mud gets out of the tractor so that we can preserve it a little longer. This tractor is old, and I'm not really wanting to wreck it the first couple weeks that I'm here on the farm. So maybe I'm being a little overcautious, but either way, we're going to get this done, and then I will get the keys and we will head down to the farm store. Alright, now with everything put away and the tractor all clean, we are going to jump into the truck. And I'm worried about this truck's capacity for towing. I don't believe it's going to tow a lot of what we need. And because of that, I'm kind of in a dilemma. Yes, this truck was my grandfather's. Yes, this truck is a mascot, so to speak, for this farm. And let me get out real quick because I'm going to have to open these gates. I like these things, but let's keep them open for a minute. Only because we're going to be gone for a short amount of time, I think, and we'll be fine. But anyway, I like this truck. This is a mascot for the farm because it was my grandfather's, but at the same time, I don't know how practical it is. We're going to be able to drive to town and things like that, and that's fun. But selling this thing on the right is something we needed to do. It's an older truck. I might be able to get something a little cheaper. I'm not really sure, but I know that it's going to take a little bit more work than I originally thought to get on the road, and I know that somebody that is more mechanically inclined around here will be able to find a lot more use out of it. Yes, it was my grandfather's truck too, but at the same time, he didn't really use it all that much. He bought that used towards the end of his run, so this truck here has been with him a lot longer, so I'd like to keep this one, but I also don't have the money to invest in a new one, so towing is going to be an issue, is basically what I'm getting at here. But that's an issue for another day. So today we are going to go down to the farm store, and you know, I was thinking I haven't decided yet, but I might go to Kodiak Brewery just to kind of give a beer a little taste. Nothing crazy, obviously. Probably have one beer and some lunch, but I really did want to stop into Kodiak just to have some lunch. But again, I'm going to have to see how the time lines up, because the most important thing today is to get as many stones as we can out of that field. So if I go down there and they're like, okay, well, we can go up right now, then Kodiak's going to have to wait. I'm hoping Kodiak is going to have to wait, because I would much rather do the collecting of stones than sit on my butt and do absolutely nothing. But either way, we're on the main road. I'm going to pick this up when we get closer to town, and hopefully, just hopefully, time will work out on our side today. All right, now arriving in McGregor-ish. I have definitely grown to like this gas station over here on the left. It is where I go most of the time. It's close. There's really nothing out by me. I have to kind of go into town, but this is a nice town, McGregor. Of course, this is Iowa. On the other side of the Mississippi River, Prairie du Chien, which is in Wisconsin. And I do like the vibe here. It's very different from the town that I used to live in or the life that I used to live, but I do know one thing. They really do love their red lights. Do not tell anybody that I just did that, though. Anyway, we are going to the farm store, which is over here on the right, and as I'm driving in, I am really hoping that everything goes well. These guys seem nice over here, too. Seem like they're very willing to help. The delivery is usually pretty good. And they're really going to like seeing me, because every time I come over here, I end up spending a lot more money than I want to. So I don't think we'll ever need a harvester. Let's hope not. But you never know how things go. Anyway, let me park this up. We'll get in there and we will talk to them about a stone collector. I called them earlier. But the question was what time they could deliver. And of course, I already told you I'm not on a charge account here. So I do need to pay them before they deliver. But either way, they're going to get to know me. Let's get in here and see.
Hey there. Oh, I recognize you. I never got your name last time.
Oh, hey. Yeah, name's Hurd. Nice to see you again.
Hey, Hurd. My name's Justin. How's the plow working out? You get out there in the field yet with it?
Yeah, actually just got done plowing up the last of my field there. Takes a while with such a small plow, but the tractor I got can't really support much more. I'm sliding all over the place as it is because of the weight, so I'm thinking maybe I'll just get a weight or make a weight, but anyway, that's not what I'm here for today. Today, I am down here looking for a stone collector.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, we have one of those for rent or for purchase. What are you looking for?
Well, I'm looking to rent one, I think. I only have one field and should only need it for a day or so. I don't think it'll take that much longer than the plow, but who knows?
You got a lot of stones up there in that field?
Enough, that's for sure. It's too bad I'm not farming stones. I'd probably be a lot better off.
Yeah, the soil's good out here, but sometimes it's a little rocky. Best to get all those stones out of that field anyway so it doesn't damage your equipment by running them over. Besides, it's not really great for crops either to be pushing through all that. What do you plant up there anyway?
Oh, just grass. I know that it'll grow around anything, but I'm mostly just doing it to preserve the equipment. Not that I'm complaining about your prices, just farm equipment in general, anywhere. It's not the cheapest stuff to purchase.
No, look, I get it. The stuff's expensive. It prevents a lot of other people from getting into it. Believe me, I hear ya. Wish I could start a farm of my own. The cost is just crazy.
You're telling me, if not for my grandfather owning it, I don't think I would be up here doing it. And I definitely wouldn't be able to afford one. Anyway, let's talk about the next cost. Let's talk some stone collectors.
Sure, we can talk about that. You said you're looking to lease one? I got one out back. Come out with me and we'll take a look at it.
All right, well, we have got a stone collector coming up to the farm in about a little over an hour, he said, which is good. He said the driver is on lunch right now. After he gets back, he will head up, so a little over an hour and we will have a stone collector. And how the leases or rentals in this case work is it's a 24-hour rental. So right now it is about noon, so probably going to get it about 1 o'clock. And then they will come up to the farm and grab it about 1 or maybe a little later, he said. So I'm hoping that we can start soon, because the sooner that we get started, obviously, the sooner we are going to be done with this. And I really don't want to have to go into tomorrow morning. If we can get this all done today, it would be great news. And I know that we are going to be a little bit faster than the plowing. The plowing took a decent amount of time, let's say that. These red lights are in this town are just they are just plentiful. Let's say that. Right? There are a lot of them. Not yet. Tim Hortons, I haven't tried that yet. I would like to get over there and get some donuts at some point, but right now I'm going to stop because I need to get some gas in this. I'll pull over here. starting to know me in this gas station, that's for sure. I'm pretty much the normal spot right here, but we turn this off, and I will get in there to pay for some gas. I don't know, then I guess we'll head up to the farm. Alright, so everything is paid for, the gas is put in, and we are set to leave the gas station. However, we are not going to go to the farm yet. Little change of plans. I did want to go over and go back to Kodiak Brewery. I think I'm going to get some beer to bring up to the house, but also I'm a little hungry, so I would like to actually go inside and eat. So let's see if we're able to do that. Should be. It's about 1 o'clock here. Wow, we finally hit a green light as well. I think you got to go over here to park. We'll take this right. Yeah, we can park over here. Still learning this town and still learning the layout of this town for sure. I'm still coming across businesses that I didn't know exist, hearing it on the radio, things of that nature. But either way, let's get into the brewery. I think it's this way. I think it's actually this building right here. Let's see. And yeah, okay, here we are. Kodiak Brewery. Perfect. Let's get inside.
Anyway, yeah, that's how I got here. How about you? You're new in town, aren't you?
Yeah, my old job back home went out of business, and I decided to come out here and start fresh. I own a farm up in McGregor, so just starting this year, actually. So new to town and new to farming altogether.
Well, you won't ever get bored for sure. Tough job, but it's a rewarding one. Some of the farmers around here do pretty well for themselves, and this area likes to keep the money here, so businesses in town buy stuff off the local farmers instead. We get our wheat from a farm in Prairie du Chien. You been over there yet? It's on the other side of the Mississippi there.
No, not yet. What's over there?
Oh, just a couple farms, a few factories, and some small businesses. There's also a high school over there.
Wait, yeah, I have a realtor over there that I stopped at when I first got to town. The home of 700 red lights, right?
Well, yeah, there is definitely that. I know someone who got a speeding ticket on that stretch of road.
Now that's an accomplishment.
I know. Anyway, you want anything else?
No, thank you. I gotta go meet someone at my farm in a few minutes. I appreciate it though. The food was great. I will take one for home if I could, and then next time I'll actually have to drink some beer down here, but just too much to do right now. I can't start relaxing yet.
Hey, I get it. Well, have a great day. Thanks for everything, and I'll see you next time, Herd.
Alright, well, a nice meal at the Kodiak Brewery. Excited to drink the beer a little bit later after we get this field done, but either way, truck's still for sale if anybody wants to buy that. I'm hoping that somebody will, and okay, I'm hoping that this guy also hasn't been here for a long time. But either way, good news. It's 1:15 right now, and we have got a stone collector on the farm. So let's get out and see where he wants us. Hey there, thanks for coming so early. I appreciate it. Let me just get the equipment out here, and then I can get you loaded. You can be on your way. Just give me a couple seconds, and I'll get everything good. Thanks. All right, so let's get into the telehandler. and still trying to drive this thing, still learning how to drive this thing, but I do know that the telehandler is going to be very rewarding here for us. It's going to be able to help pick up some stuff and take stuff off of the truck when we get it delivered, or just, you know, feeding cows bales of hay, things like that. This is going to be something that we are going to, I hope, get better at driving, because we're going to be driving it quite a bit. But whether it be, you know, seeds that come up here or fertilizer or whatever we need, bales of hay for sure. If we're going to have some cows, we'll be feeding them. That's why we need forks. That's why we need buckets. And these are really the two that I'm most concerned with having. So let's just park this over here because we've got a driver waiting. We can figure out where to put this later. Just if I can park this thing. There we go. Turn that off. And now we'll go get into the tractor because we have to get that stone collector off. And now we'll get in here, and we're going to have to take the plow off as well. So I will back up. I'm actually kind of angry that with myself that I didn't really think about doing this, but here we are. Alright, let's put the plow over here and out of the way. And I will detach it and get everything good there. Alright, now we have got the plow off and it is in the grass, as you can see in the mirror there. And now we will focus our attention on the stone collector. And before that, we will focus our attention on trying to get up this ramp, because I don't have a ton of experience driving tractors, a little bit, but not a lot driving this one. Let's see here. We focus on getting this. Alright, we're up there, and let's connect. Get around the area to connect. There we go. And now everything hooked up. So now all we have to do is drive straight, get right off the trailer, and we are, man, what a climb that was. And then we are fine. I just got to let the driver know that he can take off. But let's focus on this first. This is hard enough, and all we're doing is driving a straight line. The anxiety takes over, believe me. Alright, so we are off the trailer, and let me just, I'm sure the driver knows, but just want to go touch base with him, let him know. Thank you for coming so early as well. Then I'm going to get into the office and get water, and then I'll be out in the field. Alright, so got the waters, and we are ready to go. It's about 1:40 right now. And I'm hoping that this takes a lot less time than the plowing does, and I can't see why it wouldn't. The plowing, we were slipping all over the place, and this tractor is not as powerful as I once had thought it to be. But hopefully that is not going to be a problem here with collecting stones. As you can see, they're all over the place, so let's get this all set up. We got it turned on. And I haven't got it lowered. So that will help. Okay, there we go. Now, let's make sure that it's picking up stones. It is, and we are good to go. Let's just take a look real quick. Don't want to get close to that. Okay, so yeah, perfect. It is going to do the job, and the most important part is that it's going a little bit faster than 2 miles an hour, which we did. Close the door here. It's going a little faster than 2 miles an hour, which we did with the plowing the first time around. So Yes, this is going to take a lot less time. It is a wider wingspan back there, so I'm hoping that we can get everything done tonight. That way tomorrow we don't really even have to worry about anything, and we don't have to rush, because I would really just like a thorough job here and make sure that, like everything else, we're starting new, and I don't want to, do anything but that, because we need to know what's going on around here, and the only way to do that is to start straight from scratch, especially the fields, and get all these rocks out. Make sure we know what we're dealing with, because there's a lot. We've already got the equipment fixed, and now, as you can see, we're picking up rocks. So I am going to put this down, and we are going to get some work done, and hopefully we are going to do that before it gets too dark.
95.3 WHRD, UMRV's home for the best music all day long. And let me take a quick time out to let everyone know the National Weather Service calling for extended thunderstorms that should start sometime tonight or tomorrow and last for a few days. And man, springtime in the UMRV, it always makes us pay with some rain until we actually get to the nicer weather here in the summer, but oh well, it's a price of admission that I, for one, am willing to pay. I just want the summer, man. I just want the nice weather. Anyway, speaking of summer, this guy is going to be down at the Yingling Brewery this summer on the Yingling stage. It's Will Harrison. It's Outlaw for Hire on WHRD. Good morning.
Hello?
Heard, it's Justin from the farm store. Afraid I got some bad news for you. Our driver didn't make it in today, so I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to get that cedar to you. I called Manning Transport, and they're in Prairie du Chien, but they're booked solid. I'm really sorry, man.
Alright, let me think. Well, I got a tractor up here. I wonder how long it'll take to reach town.
Well, that's an option. It'll take a few hours to get down here, but you'll be able to get in the field this afternoon if you left right now. I'll throw in some seeds for the trouble, and I'm really sorry that we couldn't get it out to you. And, the seeds around the house, obviously, but you come grab the equipment, we'll come get it from you tomorrow at no cost. I'm really sorry about this, Herd.
Alright, yeah, no, hey, it happens. It's not a big deal. Let me just get everything ready, and I'll start heading down there. I think that's probably going to be the only option I got here.
All right, sounds good. I'll see you soon.
All right, now over at the garage here, and before I end up getting in the tractor and going down to town for the longest drive that I'll probably ever have, I wanted to get the telehandler in here. As you heard on the radio, the National Weather Service is calling for a lot of rain, high winds, all kinds of craziness. I'm just going to put this in here. Now, is it fine out here? It probably is. But I'm going to baby it a little bit because I'm not used to having something this expensive. So I am going to put it in the garage, and that'll give me a little bit of time to work on it and kind of look into it. Again, I have no idea about any of this stuff. I've drove a forklift before at my old job, but other than that, I don't really know equipment, so I did want to look at it, and if I'm going to have some time here to do that, let's drop this right there. There we go. If I'm going to have some time to do that, then I want it in here undercover so that I'm not getting very wet during this thunderstorm, obviously, but I'm going to go get the other attachment, make sure that everything is inside, because that's probably where I'm going to keep these anyway. I don't really find use of keeping them out here in the grass. And it just looks a little bit cleaner, a little bit more organized if they're inside, or at least somewhere, But in this case, we're going to keep them inside here for a little bit. That way we can find them, because that grass, it's not short. Let's say that. Either way, we'll just leave this one right here and attached, and then we can get out of the telehandler and head downtown because there's a lot to do today. I want to try to beat the rain. That's the whole point. I have to beat the rain here, and I would love to get that field seeded with some oil seed. That's what we're getting. That's the seeds that we're going to get. And it was awesome of him to throw in some seeds for us. But honestly, this is going to be a little bit of a challenge because I was expecting it here now. So we've already kind of lost a couple hours here of the day. And I'm really worried that we're going to run out of time, to be honest with you. Now, they said that it's going to come tonight or maybe tomorrow. But honestly, that's just their guess, right? What do they really know? Honestly, sometimes I do wonder. Anyway, we are going to head downtown and grab the cedar and try to get as much done as we can. Again, this farm hasn't been farmed for a very long time, so I'd like to get some oilseed radish in the ground. I just want to start over, if that makes any sense. And yeah, it might be overkill for grass, but at least we know everything that's underneath it. We're not going to have any surprises. I still have to sell that truck. I'm looking for somebody to buy that truck. It is one of the things that was on the farm when my grandpa was last farming it, but it's something that I don't think we're going to really need that much, at least right now. And with other expenses, I really would prefer the money at the moment than the truck. But trying to get this farm, back to working order how it was before. Man, I don't know. Maybe this was all too much. Chasing the dream of having this place operating like it was when I was a kid. It's exhausting. It's an exhausting hurdle to try and jump. And my grandpa was raised on this farm, and his father had farmed this land for years before him. My grandfather also had other people helping him, and that's a luxury that I don't have. Farming was a different beast these days. Not nearly as lucrative as it was in generations before, and with the money not there, the jobs also left. The people on the farm also left. And sooner than later, we had farms with 10 or 20 people reduced to a single farmer. But that's a vent for another time, I guess. Getting this farm back to where it was may be an impossible challenge to win, but I'm going to try my hardest to get back to running it like it used to. The methods have changed, and the helpers aren't as plentiful anymore, if at all. But there's still work to do on these acres, and I'm committed to making sure that I do it. And now getting into town, here is the gas station that I always go to. It just takes a fraction of the time to usually get there with the truck, but I am really glad that we just drove all that way to McGregor for a couple reasons, honestly. One, we're going to be able to get into the field today, which is most important. We are going to get some free seeds out of it as well, because the farm store is awesome. And I honestly just wanted to feel the tractor a little bit, feel how it drives and things like that. And I'm kind of getting the feel of it. I'm getting used to driving this thing. And honestly, this is another thing, is getting used to driving this thing on the road. Because as strange as I feel, because I'm not from a town that does this, out here in Prairie du Chien and McGregor, this isn't even turning heads. The only one that thinks this is odd in town is me. But we have finally got to the farm store, and we are going to, I guess, park over here. I don't know where. I'm assuming that we're going to go in the back, but usually it's locked up. So let's just park over here, and we'll get inside, and we will see what's going on, because I don't want to stay here all day. I love these guys, but I want to get into the field again, and I know that weather is going to change quickly. They said it's going to change quickly, so that's why I'm looking at that clouds, or the lack of clouds, and I'm like, anyway.
Hey there, Herd. How was the drive down?
It's a little long, but, doing what I got to do. Honestly, it's a new tractor, so I'm kind of happy that I did it.
Yeah, sorry again. This driver of mine has been on again, off again since I hired him. Not really sure what to do anymore.
Yeah, I met him. He seemed like a good guy when he was up there.
No, you haven't. Both drivers that I sent up to your place were from the local trucking company, Manning Transport over in Prairie du Chien. I hired those guys because our hero of today didn't really show up then either. It's not an age thing either. Had multiple different people try to fill this job. This position just unfortunately attracts the flakes of town, I guess.
Oh, well, sorry to hear, man. Should I just buy a trailer and save you the time and energy?
Now, how well do you drive?
Well, I have a little experience from a past job, but nothing major. Used to drive a forklift around a lot, but I'm able to get some stuff to places without them spilling or damaging. I guess that's good enough, right?
In my case, yes.
What do you mean?
Heard, you're ever in need of a job, let me know. I think I might be trying to find a new driver here shortly.
Well, if it doesn't work out with the current guy, I don't know, let me know.
Yeah? You serious?
Yeah, I can handle some trips for you. I'm not sure I can commit to a 40-hour week or anything because, I got the farm, but I could pick up some of your jobs, and I know I'll be cheaper than the trucking company.
Now, I'll keep that in mind, Herd. Anyway, enough about my problems. Let's go fix yours. Let's go in the back, and I'll show you the cedar, and then I'll get you set up so you can get out of here.
All right, sounds good. So finally out of here, and we've got the cedar already hooked up to the tractor. The seeds are already in the cedar. And of course, Justin said that he will pay for the seeds, so that's super nice of him. But at the same time, we're still down here, and we're missing a lot of hours in the field, and I would really prefer to be up there in the field. So let's try to get up there as fast as possible. The weather service saying that it might happen anytime from now until tomorrow morning with the rain, so I'm not really sure what to expect, but I do know that I want to get into the field as soon as possible. And this drive is not a short one. Let's just say that. We got to go through town, and then we've got to go all the way up to our farm, which is a good distance away from town. So I'm hoping to get into the field. I'm obviously hoping that we are able to seed the field today with the oilseed radish that I would like to get going. Yes, we're just going to grow grass here so that we're able to bale up and make probably use of silage in the field from the grass, but we're gonna put oilseed radish down first, and I would really like to get all of that done today before the rain. Will that happen? I don't know. The weather doesn't usually cooperate with us, but I'm hoping that today it will. That way we're able to at least get that done before we have a long break. And I guess we'll see. But driving this tractor is definitely not the fastest way to get there, but what are you going to do? We're going to hit every red light here in town, too. We do that. We definitely do that. But yeah, the transport position has really honestly got me thinking. It's a good way to get a little bit of extra money. The farm is not really paying me weekly, but the bills are coming monthly, so we're going to have to figure it out, because right now the farm is not going to make money for a little bit. We have got to invest in it, and we have got to get some animals, we have got to get some equipment, and we've got to get a lot of things. We're still in the building process, and yeah, I do have a little bit of money saved up, but I don't have that much money saved up, so I'm thinking that a side job would be a very good thing to have. So if that opportunity comes, that would be great. If not, maybe we'll find another opportunity in town, but either way, I would like to make some money somehow doing something pretty quickly, because I don't want my money to run all out. That would not be good, obviously. But also, we just need some money coming in weekly. That way we can afford to live out here. But believe me, the farm is number one. I want to get this thing going again because it's my grandfather's, it's my family's, and I'm trying to restore it. I would love to restore this farm into being a successful farm in the UMRV, and hopefully we're able to do that. I'd only been in the UMRV a short time, but I was already liking it much more than my hometown. Peterson's was a great job with great people, but if I'm being honest, it was a place that I'd already maxed my potential out at. Upper management could barely manage, and when they were managing to take more money for themselves and giving workers like me less and less. Peterson's was a good job, but only because of the people who worked with me. At least out here in the UMRV, on my grandfather's old farm, I was working all these hours for a purpose. I had a lot of love for this property, and though I don't know what I'm doing, and though I didn't go into farming out of high school, I still want this place to succeed. My family didn't have a successful athlete or lawyer or even a business. We had this farm, and forever it was so far away from where we lived, so I barely got to see it. But at least now that I'm in the UMRV, I would be able to continue its legacy. It was a lot of pressure to keep this running, but I wasn't going to be the one to let it fail. All right, now we are just about to the farm, and the sky's looking a little bit grayer, but I think we're still okay. Again, we have to sell that truck. I just keep thinking about that. I just want to get that thing out of here. But this is what I want to do now. I want to get into the field, obviously, immediately. But we've got some paperwork here that I just want to drop all of this off in my wallet, everything like that, so that we don't lose it out there, because believe me, that has happened before. So we are going to put these all in the house. I will come back out and we will get into the field immediately, because I want to try to get all of this field done. All right, now everything put away, and let's get out to the field immediately, because again, I want to get this done. I want to see at least how much we can get done if it does start raining, but let's not talk like that. Let's just hope that everything goes well and planned, because that's how farming is, right? All right, I'll drop the sarcasm and we'll try to get as much of this done as possible. But yeah, we're going to put some oilseed radish here in the ground. I just, again, want to start everything from new. I don't know what's been here before. I don't really care if I plow it up and I put oilseed down and then we put grass down. I don't really care what was here before. So either way, let's get this started. I think this is working. This is my first time ever using a seeder, so I'm not really sure. It's kind of a trial and error, and I'm hoping that I don't have to go to YouTube, because we really do not have a lot of service out here. Okay, I think that's working. That looks like it's putting some stuff down in there. All right, let's go for it. Let's close the door so we don't fall out. That would not be good. And now we will continue this long journey here, because this is going to take a little bit of time. As you can see, that the width is not exactly very wide here, and the field is pretty big. So yeah, we're gonna pay our dues with equipment, that is for sure, but it's something that we have to do right now because we don't have a ton of money. And again, that's kind of why I want to sell that truck. It'll give us a little bit more money, and we'll be able to get a little bit of, more equipment, or bigger equipment for that matter. But if it is going to be, a little bit terrible weather here in the next couple of days, maybe we will look into buying some equipment, or at least researching a little bit of equipment, because yeah, we can keep leasing it from the farm store, but it's going to be expensive. Now I just want to check just to make sure everything looks good. Looks like we're hitting the corner, and yeah, you see the width there is, it's not the widest. That's why I would like to hurry up and get this field done, because it's a big one. But also, it's going to give us a lot of hay when we get this done, because what I want to use this for eventually, obviously we're going to plant grass, but I want to use it to bale some hay. I want to use it to get some silage. Maybe we can sell some silage. Either way, I would like to get some cows on the property as well, so the grass is a perfect companion with the animal that we are going to get. Now, I have said that I'd like to do some dairy. I'm not really sure if we're going to do dairy or beef yet, but there is always time to figure it out.
Slow down, mama, why you talk so mean? Good Lord, Nashville, it ain't what it seems. You got nice clothes and midnight shows, boogie down at the bar. Fiddle tunes and homemade booze, but it always goes too far. Shooting pool, crack a jack, take off now and don't look back. But hey, don't you wanna play? Hold on, sugar, why you look so sad? Come on now, mama, ain't nothing here so bad. You got fast cars, movie stars, party on down the street with Mary Jane, good cocaine, plenty down there to eat. You can double down, throw some
take off now, don't think twice. But hey, don't you wanna play? Baby, come on. Tell me where you wanna go. But baby, I don't work down there anymore. No, I don't. Come on now, mama, don't you hesitate. Grab my hand, where we land. I got the champagne. We can knock it back, get on track, jump on, ride this thing. Double down, roll the dice, take off now, don't think twice. Hey, don't you wanna play? Say hey.
And as you can see, the weather has turned on us, which honestly I should have predicted, but we always try to push our luck here. Let's just see if we can figure this out the next time, because I'm hoping that the weather isn't as severe as they are saying. Obviously everybody is, but I would like to get back out into that field. Right now we have some seeds that are in the field. I'm hoping that they don't get washed away. This is all a learning process to me. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here, but I do know that I need to get this under cover because it is not mine, and by that I mean the seeder. I also want to take care of the tractor the best I can too, so we're going to put that in here, and we are going to leave for the day because we can't really do anything, as you can see. Thunderstorm coming, as you can hear. Anyway, this is where I'm gonna end the video. Gonna put everything away and go inside the house. That's pretty much the only thing to do here. Is that broke? I think that is broke. Oh well, we're gonna have to figure that out next time too, but either way, crummy day. And just a terrible day here in the UMRV. McGregor's supposed to be having rain all day long, which really doesn't make me very happy. But either way, I figured I would get down here to McGregor and do a little bit of the chores that I had to get done. So we are running around doing chores today. We are also getting gas, as you can see right now. So had to do that, and I don't know, not too much more to do. It is a very miserable day out, but that is the gas. Let me get in here. Let me pay for the gas. Alright, now paid for the gas, and now we can get back up to the farm. And again, I'm just going to collect those stones and put them in a different spot, a new easier spot to... Oh, hold on. Hello?
Heard it's Justin from the farm store. I was wondering if you had anything going on today.
I don't. I'm actually in town right now getting gas and grabbing a few things. What's going on?
Well, we had to let the driver go. He didn't show up for work again, and I have something I gotta get up to your neck of the woods. I was wondering if I could get you to drive it up there for me and drop it off. I'll make it worth your while, of course. Well, I don't really know who else to ask.
It's not a problem. I can do it. I didn't have anything else going on today anyway. Really a major concern. I'm already down here, so... Like I said, I'm at the gas station across the street from Kodiak, so I'll be there in a few minutes.
All right, well, thank you so much, Herd. You're really saving me here.
No problem. I'll see you then. Saving him? Really, he's kind of saving us as well. We do need the money, so yeah, we're going to take our first delivery job today, and why not? It is a perfect day to do that since we're not able to really do anything else on the farm. I do still want to get those stones moved out of the way, but that might be able to wait for another day, or at least wait until later today. I'm not really sure, but either way, we're already here because, of course, we were at the gas station right down the road, so that was the fastest trip to the farm store. I always do that. Why do I always leave these lights on? Alright, there we go. Now, let's get in and see what Justin's got for us today, because I'm hoping that it's going to pay pretty good. Let's see.
Hey there, Herd. Guess I called you at the right time.
Yeah, I couldn't have been closer. Anyway, what's going on?
Well, I have this small tractor out back that I need to get up to a customer today, but as usual, our driver isn't here today, so needed to find someone who can get it up there for me. Just need you to drop it off, get it off the trailer, and they usually have you park it somewhere, but then you can just come back here, drop off the truck, and I'll pay you. Sound good?
Sure. Like I told you, Justin, anything you need to be delivered, I got you. As long as it doesn't need a CDL license. I can't drive those big semi-trucks or anything, but... You know, I'm thinking maybe I'll go to school for that in the winter months. Couldn't really hurt knowing.
Well, you make a lot more money, that's for sure. And I could use someone like that, so let me know. But anyway, take a seat. I'll be right back. I'm just going to go get the paperwork and the keys, and then you can get out of here.
All right, sounds good.
All right, Herd. Sorry about that. Anyway, here are the keys. The guy's basically your neighbor up there. Circle Farms, or whatever the name is. It's just past that intersection up by your place.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, sure.
And Herd, just keep the truck and trailer up there if you want. You can bring it back tomorrow. The truck is safe here if you don't want to come all the way back to town. I kinda get it.
No, I don't mind.
Okay, I'm just giving you the option, but either way, drop the trailer off at your place because it's the payment for your delivery.
Justin, are you sure?
Yeah, it's a little beat down, but it should handle everything you need, and it'll definitely save you a lot of money with delivery charges here at the farm store. No big deal. We help each other out here in the UMRV. Anyway, Herd, yeah, just keep that up there for the night if you want, and I can talk to you tomorrow.
Well, thanks, man. I don't know what to say.
No worries. Talk to you tomorrow.
All right, then. Well, thanks again. Yeah, talk to you tomorrow. All right, so let's go out to the truck, and we are going to get on the road because we have got to get up to Circle Farms and deliver. I guess we've got a tractor on the back of this trailer, and man, it's still raining pretty hard, but yeah, we're going to take Justin's truck up there for the night. And yeah, just a nondescript tractor. I don't even see a brand name on it or anything, but either way, let's get up there to the farm and let's deliver this tractor up to Circle Farms, which is really kind of right by my house. I've been meaning to talk to the guy. But yeah, I cannot believe that Justin gave us this trailer. That will save us a lot of money. That is better than getting money at this point right now, because I know how much that trailer costs, even used. But we are going to try to get up to the farm, and I've been meaning to meet this guy. I wanted to stop in and introduce myself, but not really sure how to go about that, you know, outside of, hey, I just bought the farm down the road. I guess that's a good enough reason, but doesn't really make me comfortable enough. So at least we have a reason to go there today, and I'm interested to meet him. I want to see what he's like and see what he's farming up there, because to be honest, we have drove by or drove close to it, but we've never actually drove by the farm. We've always turned at the intersection right before. Another thing that we just did that we never do is go through both green lights. I cannot believe that we didn't hit a red light in town, but here we are driving up to the farm, and I do like this transportation job from Justin because Justin seems like a pretty cool boss, and because I'm not an official employee, so I just get the jobs and I get to do them when they fit into my schedule, which is really good because we're going to need the money, obviously, but we're also going to have to farm, which is even more obviously. So yes, I can't really have a 40-hour-a-week job while farming, but at the same time, farming is a 60-hour, 80-hour-a-week job, so I'm going to have to try to fit it all in. But either way, I will need money, so I will have to fit it in at certain points this summer. But days like today are a good day to do it, obviously. It's raining, I can't get out in the field, and it's really driving me crazy at the moment because I've got a, I don't know, 20-25% done field in oilseed that might be getting washed out at the moment. I'm not really sure. We took a gamble. We really did. And, I wasn't really sure if we were going to be able to get the seeds down quick enough. I don't know. This is my first rodeo, but I do know that we're only trying to eventually plant grass, so it's not incredibly important, but at the same time I would like to get good yields on that grass since we're going to need it for silage, since we're going to be baling it up into hay bales for other farmers. So I don't know, it's a trial and error process, and we are just learning as we go. But either way, making the best of this day, this rainy day here up at the farm. And this guy over here is on the right. We are over just a little bit down there on the left. And this is the intersection that we always turn to get to town. So let's go meet the neighbor. It'll be interesting to see what he says. I'm very interested. He is the closest farm to me, and I'm hoping that he's a good guy. Let's see. He's got the gates down. Alright, I guess we can just push them open. Let's just make sure that we are off the road. We are very easily off the road. And let's just open this gate. See if we can get up there and talk to him. Hey there, I'm from the Rushville Farm Store. I got your tractor back from servicing.
Wow, that's great. Thanks for bringing her back so fast. I'm starting to sweat a little bit, but, I just been itching to get out there and get back on the tractor. But what did you guys end up fixing?
I know they tuned everything up. I know you got a new seat on it and switched up some other things, but honestly, I really don't know. You can give them a call down there and they'll be able to tell you a lot more. But anyway, also, I just wanted to introduce myself. My name's Hurd. I'm your neighbor that just moved in down the road there.
Well, Hurd, it's a pleasure to meet you finally. And I've seen you around, but I haven't really had the chance to introduce myself. I'm Sam, the one who keeps breaking things, according to the folks at Rushville anyway. Yeah, new seat sounds like a lifesaver. My back actually was really hurting last year, so it's already thanking me now for that. So, yeah, I guess I'll have to give them a call and get the full rundown.
Well, Sam, nice meeting you as well. I'll grab the tractor off the trailer there, and I'll put it in the lean-to.
Oh, that sounds great. I appreciate it, Hurd.
No problem. I hope to see you around, Sam. Alright, well, he was a nice enough guy. So we will run to our tractor, at least walk really fast here, because we are getting pelted with rain. And we are going to put it up into that lean-to, I think, right across the way from his front porch there. I think what I'm going to do is turn around first. That way it's an easy out. We'll also be able to look a little bit at his farm here. Got a pretty big area here. Alright, let's back this up without hitting anything. That would be excellent. There we go. Alright, now we're going to leave ourselves an easy out. And we will put it, like I said, over here in the left stall in the middle. And then we will get out of here and head directly to our farm because the trailer is ours. I still can't believe that. It's really a nice thing that Justin did. He's going to save us a lot of money here in the future. But let's get this thing off of this trailer for Sam, who seemed to be really cool, really appreciative of everything. And a comfy seat. He will be happy with that. Now let's back this off. And there we go. And then we'll just drive it here into the middle stall and be on our way. And man, it is a bad day to not have a cab, let me tell you that. I am soaked just from getting that tractor off of that trailer. The good news is us getting these stones out of here, we are going to have a cab. Let me get this trailer all figured out first. That way we're ready to go. Pull that up. Alright, all ready to go. Now let me get in there, tell Sam everything, and we'll be on our way. Alright, Sam's all set and very appreciative, so that's all good. Everything went well there. And now I guess I'll give Justin a call here.
Rushville Farm Store, Justin speaking. How can I help you today?
Hey Justin, it's Hurd. Just letting you know I dropped off Sam's tractor and everything went smoothly.
Ah, great. Yeah, I'm sure Sam's thrilled to have his tractor back. Any issues on the delivery?
Nope, all good. Unloaded it right where he wanted it. Everything's okay.
All right, well, thanks again, Hurd. So what else you got planned today?
Well, I gotta figure out where I can take these stones I collected out of this field. They're just sitting there in a pile, and I don't really have any use for them, so I'm not sure if there's a place I can take them, but I do need to figure that out today.
Well, you might be really lucky. Sam was actually talking about needing some. You still at Sam's?
No, I just left. I guess I'll have to go back and ask him. Which reminds me, he was gonna call and get the complete rundown on the tractor.
All right, well, I'll just call him now, and I'll tell him to give you a call if you want.
That'd be great. Thanks, Justin.
You got it, Hurd. Talk soon.
Alright, well, that worked out, because the farm up here on the left is our farm. That is how close we live to Sam. That means I won't have to go down to the Rushville Farm Store and grab a trailer today. I figured we would be done by 8 or 9 tonight if that happened, but we are that close, so we can just use the telehandler and drive them down one by one. Shouldn't be too many loads, but either way, we'll get it done before 8, that's for sure. Just get this done in a couple hours and probably still have daylight. And then make a productive day out of this, even though the weather is not cooperating with us today. And I really want the weather, obviously, to get a little better so that I can get out in the field so we can start planting our oil seed. That way we can start getting our grass planted. It's so many steps away, and it's so frustrating because of this weather, but either way, we're going to get in. I will get in and get some lunch, and I'll wait for Sam to give me a call. Hello?
Hey there, Hurd. It's Sam. We just talked a little bit ago.
Yeah, Sam. How does the tractor look?
It looks great. You guys did a great job, and the seat feels comfortable than ever. And my back, again, has got to be really thankful, so thank you. But I was actually looking to talk to you because I was talking to Justin, and he said you're looking to get rid of some stones. Actually in need of some, and just wondering how much you wanted for them.
Oh, I just want to get rid of them. So if you want them, they're yours.
Well, sure, that'd be great. Yeah, thanks. I'd really appreciate it.
No problem, Sam. Where do you want me to put them?
It doesn't matter. Just find a spot to dump them, and that's good with me. I'm actually headed out right now, so I won't be here, but the gate'll be unlocked, and you can come right in. But, Herd, really, thank you, and it was really good meeting you today.
No problem at all. And, great meeting you as well. We'll talk soon, I'm sure. Have a good one. All right, now we are going to get the telehandler out, and we are going to go grab the stones and bring them over to Sam's. And it was awesome that he called that quick. I was able to make a sandwich and then get back out here, and it's nice because it's starting to get a little dark, and it is very wet outside, and honestly, I'm just ready to go in for the day, but not until we get this done. So let's take the forks off, and then we'll get the bucket, obviously. We can just put this right here for now. And now the bucket, like I said, it's going to kind of be like a small trailer. That's how I'm going to have to look at it, but the amount of stones that we have, I'm predicting, I don't know, a couple loads that goes over there. It won't be too bad. Either way, we have to be able to get out of here first if we want to do any work, and here we go. Now the stones, if you remember, are on the other side of this white barn here to the right. There is a path to get back there. I didn't really know at the time where I wanted to put everything, but now I know I just want them gone. Now right here, straight ahead, there they all are. Like I said, probably a couple loads that we'll need in order to get them done. There we go, got one scoop. And now, wow, we are heavy. Just turning. You see that rock in there? We are very heavy, so we are going to have to drive very careful, because the steering on here is not the greatest. And oh boy, this will be an interesting drive over to Sam's. The turns are not great, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if it's happening when we're driving. Whoa. You can see it rock back. It's very light there in the back, but you can see it's up a little bit. But when the turns happen, that's when obviously this is the hardest to do. So let's not take out our mailbox. There we go. That would be very bad. Or maybe very good. We wouldn't be able to get any bills. Either way, let's not take out the truck either. On the truck, by the way, some news. I did get a couple calls, so we'll have to see if we are able to get rid of that truck. But either way, we're headed to Sam's. This is where I'm going to leave it. Hopefully the next time I pick this video camera up, we will have better weather and we'll be able to get out into the field. Where is this thing? I know I put it in here somewhere. Not there. Not over there. Ah, there it is. Alright, finally. Got the tool I need. Anyway, Today is a little different. It's been a little bit since I picked this up, about a week. I still haven't gotten out there to the field. Wanted to let it dry up after the thunderstorm, but I did do this. Built a chicken coop over here where we put the stones, or where we got rid of the stones last episode. So I wanted to just build my own chicken coop. I knew how to build kind of a lean-to, and it's kind of what I did for them right now. They're going to have to sleep outside, but luckily we're not going to have any cold weather for a while, so I won't really have to worry about that. But got the water over here, and the tool was because I needed to tighten this up here. There we go. All right. Now, there's the chicken coop. That water station over there doesn't work, so we do have to bring in water every now and then, but it doesn't matter because the chickens are not here yet. We have to get down the Tractor Supply and grab them today. It is the day. You have to get them on the day that they call. But before we do that, let's hop this fence, and I want to show you the oilseed radish that we did. And of course, we didn't get the whole field done, but we will get the whole field done. That is my plan today here, after we grab the chicks from downtown. But yeah, you can see it did stay, so that is great. Nothing really washed out, which is surprising. The deer are happy, as you can see over there. But either way, that took, which is good. So anyway, I am going to get into the house if I don't knock myself out by running into a tree branch here. Going to get into the house, grab the paperwork for the chicks, and then we can get down to Tractor Supply because we do have to pick them up today. That is the rule. So we are going to have to get down there. And I really don't want to, only because I really got to get into that field. But, you know, it takes a long time for us to get anything done in that field, only because we really can't afford much else than small equipment. So it is going to be a day, but either way, let me grab these papers and I will pick it up in a minute. Okay, now paperwork in hand, and we are going to take the truck down to grab these chicks. And yeah, let me address that real quick. I know that comes out of left field, but didn't really have much going on when I was waiting for the field work to be done. There wasn't a lot of deliveries in the past week that Justin hooked me up with, so I decided that I would make the best of it and I would try and sell that truck. No, I mean, yes, I want to sell that truck, but I would try to make a chicken coop because I think that I could, and it wasn't raining, it was just wet, so I felt that it's probably a good time than ever to try to do that, and also to try to get the first animals on the farm. And if I'm going to start a farm, I think that probably want to start slow, and not really sure if cows are going to be the first thing on the farm, so a little bit more manageable with some chickens. And we are going down now to Tractor Supply to pick them up. We are grabbing 20 chicks. So they are going to, you know, be a while before they give us any eggs or produce anything. We are just going to have to feed them. But there's Sam's house up there. Wonder what he's up to today. I don't think I really have time to stop in today, but I will do that occasionally. Just see how Sam's doing up there and see if I might be able to help him with anything as well. I don't really know much, but I can pick up a lot of things, so I can definitely take the time to learn, and who else to learn from than a seasoned veteran like Sam. But either way, I'm excited to get the chicks. I really am. I think that it will be an easy to do thing on the farm. You know, it's not going to take too much knowledge or anything like that, but at the same time, it kind of gets me into the routine of doing things every morning, and eventually it's going to provide a lot of eggs, which I'm always in favor of. That's free, not free food, but you know, a lot more affordable food. You know, we have to buy the chickens food, but that's about it. Then we get a lot of eggs from it, so I'm happy with that. But either way, I'm going to drive down to McGregor and I will pick it up when I get closer. and now pulling in here to Tractor Supply, and I really do want to get this done and over with because I do have to get into the field today and plant some oilseed, the rest of the oilseed in our field. I'm really worried about time, so anyway, let me get in here and get this done. All right, now with that, wow, there, that caught me off guard. There was a train right there. I didn't even know there were tracks over there, so that was a little surprising. Anyway, we do got the chicks, and we are going to head home, and I figured 20 would be enough where we could probably sell them outside or make different things with them and not be overwhelmed with the eggs. So it's kind of how I determined 20, and because I don't want to be overwhelmed with, you know, how many chickens I have. And I know it's just chickens, but I don't want to be overwhelmed with the price of the feed. I don't want to be overwhelmed with the cost or of the learning curve. So I think 20 is a sufficient amount right now. I didn't get a rooster, but probably should have. Anyway, we'll work on it, but we have got to stop at this red light, because why wouldn't we have to stop at this red light? It is always red when we come around. I don't know. Anyway, Kodiak Brewery over there. Can't wait to go back there. They did have some good beers, and I wanted to pick some up for the house, but I forgot because I've got a lot of things on my plate today. And like I said, as soon as we get home, I'm just going to feed the chickens, put them into their crates, into their crate there, and then we can get on with our day, which is going to consist a lot of seeding the oil seed radish into the ground, because then we are going to have to start seeding grass next after we get the oil seed radish into the ground. So that is what we're going to do. That's our farm plan right now. I would like to try to sell some hay, and I'd even like to get some silage for us, because I still haven't really determined whether I want to go with the beef or the dairy. I know that there's a lot of beef farmers in the UMRV, and that could help us because I would be able to ask some of them, hopefully. But there is a need for a dairy farmer here in this community, and there's not a lot of dairy farms around this community. So if I did that, I mean, yes, dairy farms are really hard to do. They're going out of business left and right. You know, people are selling their farms left and right. So I'm not really sure what I want to do. Maybe I will diversify, and I will have some for meat, some for dairy. I'm not really sure. And that's why I want to just get the 20 chickens, because it gives me time to figure it out. And that's why I also want to plant grass this year instead of a crop, because I don't have a harvester. I don't have access to a harvester, and I don't even know who to sell these things to. With the livestock, I know that I can go down to the auction at very least, and we can make a couple bucks on them. So there are decisions that need to be made at this farm, and honestly, I really don't have the answers for them yet. I'm kind of thinking about them right now and researching right now and seeing what we can do. So right now it is going to be a hay operation, getting some silage just in case. And you know, if we don't use the silage, then we can always sell it, which is the great thing about silage, because it does sell for a good amount of money, good return. And I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. So that is the plan so far with the farm, is just to get these chickens so that they don't die, and to get these this grass planted so that we can get some hay and silage in here, because I'm not really sure if I'm going to do cows this year or not. I would love to do cows, but as you can hear, I don't even know what type of cows I'm going to get. So there's a lot of things that I need to figure out very quickly here. But anyway, here's the farm up here, and another thing I did was take out another ad in the paper, and hopefully we can sell this truck over here on the left, because it needs to get out of here before I change my mind. And if we're going to do milk, you're saying, well, why don't you get that? Well, because I'll have somebody pick it up. I don't really want to deliver everything all the time. But anyway, let's get these chickens out, and we will get them into the crate, and hopefully everything will be good. All right, now the chickens are in the coop. and they are fed. They've got some water. Everything is good with the chicks for now. And I'm sure I'm going to come out tomorrow and there is going to be some uneaten food, but that's the problem with chickens, or the thing with chickens, not really the problem, is that they grow so quick that you really got to monitor the food that you give them, because sometimes it's not going to be enough. Probably next week, that won't be enough. They grow that quick. So either way, let's get out into the field, because it is approaching 11 o'clock, and I know that it's going to take a couple hours to get this done, because we have small equipment and we have a huge field. So that is what we've got right now, and that's okay, because this job, honestly, it beats Peterson's by a long mile. So here we go. Let's get out into the field and let's start this again. There's maybe 25%, if we're lucky. 25% of this is done from the other day, but if the rain from the other day hasn't taught me anything, it's that I'm prepared to do this entire field right now. And that's exactly what we're going to do, because as the rain showed me, anything can happen and it can set you back a week. So if you have the chance to do it today, let's get it done today. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. We're going to get all of this done and get all of this planted into oilseed radish. That way we can plow it into the ground and then we can plant grass. That way we get a better yield, but also because I want to start from this field from fresh. I mean, it hasn't been farmed in a few years, so I do want to make sure that we are going all the way down to the studs, so to speak, and we are really making sure that we know what's in this ground, when it was put into this ground, so on and so forth, so that we can be the best farmers that we can. So anyway, this is going to be a long time, because this is a very small seeder, but oh well, it'll get done. And the more times we do this, the more money we'll make. The more money we make, the bigger equipment that we can have, and the shorter the time goes. So either way, I'm probably just going to put on the radio and we will get this field done.
Oh, I've been long gone, wanna talk to you. I've been hustling for so long. Oh, and I've been thinking about the past, and it keeps me going on. Oh, and I can't stop, no, I don't stop. It's only I can see. Even if I end up all alone, I know my destiny. My mama told me we all bleed the same sun. Oh, prejudice and pride will make you change. Just always remember where you come from, 'cause I know you were born to break the chain. So I'm on my way. Yes, I'm leaving today. Are you right with me? See, I'm living in the nightlife, but I got a fire that burns so bright, from the back road to the street. I've been long gone for so damn long, so don't tell me that you have to go. Will you still be waiting for me? Tell me, 'cause I gotta know. See, and I can't stop, no, I don't stop. It's only I can see. If I die trying to turn the tide, y'all remember me. See, Mama told me we all bleed the same sun. Oh, prejudice and pride will make you change. Just always remember where you come from, 'cause I know you were born to make a change. So I'm on my way. Yes, I'm leaving today. Are you right with me?
And now just finishing up the last few passes here in the field. And we will have the oilseed radish in the ground, which is good news. It's really good news because it's going to give our field a little bit of a boost, and because we're just that much closer to being able to get grass, one, and two, mow it, more importantly, so that we are able to either make silage out of it or make bales. And I'm going to have to start going down and downtown and just talking to people a little bit more, but also I'm gonna have to start poking my nose around at who needs hay bales. So I'm gonna have to look into that because I do need to sell them, and the best time to think about selling them is before we even have grass, because I don't know anyone out here, and I think it's going to be a little bit of an uphill battle. But the good news with hay is that we can keep it and we can have animals maybe in the winter. I don't know. It's going to be something that we can sell. I'm not really too worried about all that. But either way, it looks like we are just about done. I'm just, again, finishing up. I think this is about the last pass here. And then we can get into the field. And yeah, that looks like it's about done. We'll lift that up. And then we will begin the drive back to the farm. And yet, the next time we get together, we are going to have to do something about this field. I'm probably going to, in the next couple of days, just not have the camera on, and I'm just going to try to get used to these chickens and see what they're all about. And I don't know, I'm just waiting for this oilseed radish to really pop through the ground. That way we can go to the next phase. But tractors are all running well. Everything is going good so far, and I don't know, I'm just very anxious to get into the field and start mowing. That way we can start baling, of course. I want to just, it'll make me feel like we're actually farming here. But either way, mission accomplished. We'll turn the tractor off here, get the drink. Yeah, we have been at it for a while. I'm happy that we get to farm. Obviously, it's better than being at Peterson's, but at the same time, I am very happy that we are done today, because I am tired and I want to get some food. So that's where I'm going to leave this. I am just going to wrap up here by shutting everything off and closing everything down. And yeah, the chickens are over there. I'll have to feed them tomorrow morning and every other morning after that, but it's going to be worth it, they say. That's what they say. Anyway, I'm going to get in after I put these gates here. Just seen that out of the corner of my eye. I guess we'll start closing that. But I'm going to get in and relax, so until next time. Well, none of that matters, because that's the last delivery, and now we're done for the day.
Sounds good to me. After all, you're the boss now, right?
Yeah, the boss. Right. I don't know. I think the only reason they made me the manager was so they could blame everything on me, and so they wouldn't have to do much else. Believe me, I'm already feeling like a dummy. And besides, manager? If that's the case, why am I going on deliveries with you and I'm not back at the shop managing? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd rather be doing this with you than being back there with all the higher-ups, but still. Manager? I surely don't feel like one.
Well, you are. You're on the road, at the shop, at home on your day off. You did what you had to do, and if they're going to give you extra money for a job you're already doing, why not? Besides, you've been working here the longest, and you know everything there is to know about the job, so I don't know, I just see this as the next progression with your career, right?
I guess so. Problem is, Roy, I'm not so sure I want to do this for the rest of my life. You, for instance, you're happy here. You're the mechanic, you're good at fixing things, you like working on things and tinkering. I mean, it makes sense, but for me, I don't know, I feel sort of lost. I mean, is this how I'm getting trapped into being here for the next 25 years? I mean, it's a good life, don't get me wrong, but I do want something different out of it. I mean, I don't think I want to stay in this small town I grew up in anymore. Got too many memories here, Roy. You know, I mean, I think I want to make some new ones somewhere else. I don't know. Do something else.
But what do you think you want to do other than this?
I don't even know, and that's the sad thing. I mean, I'm really not even sure. Maybe this is just me being ungrateful. I don't know, but it's like a gift that someone gives you that you don't like, and you're kind of forced to smile and be happy, you know?
At least it's a gift that pays.
Yeah, I suppose. I guess I'm just waiting for the next opportunity to come around. I mean, what that is, I have no idea, but oh well. Anyway, we're here, so let's just go check in and then let's punch out. That is the best way to get back to work, and especially since it's the weekend. Either way, let's get in there and let's get out of here. Well, thanks, Barry. I think you'll be happy with it. It was my grandfather's, and obviously you're going to wash it out and stuff, but I think all he used it for was water.
Well, thanks again, Herd. Appreciate all the help. This will surely help the farm out.
Where's your farm again?
Just a few miles on the other side of Prairie du Chien. Going to use it for the milk truck so I can carry the milk it myself. I don't know the haulers, bud. They'll dip into your pockets for sure. They aren't even gouging either. It's just the cost of gas these days.
I hear you. Expensive to run the equipment out here, too. I'm finding that out the hard way. I'm always heading to the gas station, it seems. I wish I had a petroleum tank up here so that I wouldn't have to run up so much, but who's got the money for that?
Yeah, this butte isn't going to be great on gas, but it'll still save me some money. Anyway, I'm gonna get it home. Nice meeting you, Herd.
All right, well, you too, Barry. I hope you enjoy it, and if you have any questions, just give me a call.
Good morning, Michael, sitting in with you here from WHRD, and it is going to be a great day out there. June 1st already, if you are not paying attention, and it is going to be 83 degrees out there, a very sunny and clear sky day. So get out there and enjoy the weather and enjoy being stuck behind tractors, because that's what happens out here. Anyway, here's Stefan Charlemagne with Don't You Want to Know, WHRD. Good morning.
All right, well, it is going to be a hot one today, as they said on the radio, a mildly hot one. It's not going to be high 90s or anything, but we will have a good day to be out in the field, and that's exactly what we are going to eventually be doing, is cultivating the oilseed radish into the ground. That way we can plant some grass seed. And yeah, we're going to sell some silage. Yeah, we're going to sell some hay. I'm just hoping to come close to breaking even. But either way, before we do all that, and before we go down to the farm store and grab all that, and all that being the cultivator, I just want to clean up the yard a little bit. And yeah, it's not dirty because we don't own anything, but I also want to put things away. This tractor was in the garage, so we are going to take the seeder, which, by the way, we have purchased, and we are going to put it into the garage over here. So that's where it's going to stay for now. I'm really not sure if that's going to be its permanent home, but that is where it's going to go for now. Now let me make sure that I don't hit the garage, because that would be awful. Everything seems to be good. I'll jump up here. And let me try to detach this. And there we go. So that's off now. And we'll just pull the tractor, I guess, just right out here. I guess I should have just left it there, but either way, we are a few feet closer now, so that when I get the cultivator up here, we will save so much time with the trip over to the trailer with the tractor, right? Okay. Anyway, we are going to grab the truck now, and you know what, actually, before we just hop into the truck, I do want to check on the chicks and just make sure everybody is copacetic over here. There they all are. Everybody seems to be doing fine. And I don't know. I mean, this summer it's going to be nice out. Who knows if I will even need a coop. I mean, I guess I will need a coop. They need to start laying eggs soon. But either way, let's get down to the farm store because we have got to make one of those trips again. And I'm hoping that this is just the beginning of it. I'm hoping that I might be able to afford just one bulk delivery here soon. That way we don't have to keep going down to the farm store because it's a nightmare as far as time management's concerned. It's a little bit of time out of my day. I mean, right now we're backing up to this trailer and we're taking a little bit more time to do all this, and then we're going to have to go down to the farm store. And not that talking to Justin is a chore, just, I like talking to Justin. It's just, it takes time. It takes time out of my day, and wow, I might need to back up just a little bit more. There we go. We'll attach that. And now we're good to go. And like I said, I'm really not sure how well this is going to work. I don't know if this truck can tow a cultivator, but we're about to see. I do need to get a new truck though. I mean, I like driving this one, and I don't think that I want to get out of this one. And yeah, there you see the oilseed radish I was trying to show over there. Everything is completely coming out of the ground. Everything's ready to be cultivated into the ground. So it's happy times up here in the UMRV. Let me get out here and grab this fence. Yeah, let's just open the gate there, and now we are ready to go. But yeah, I'm really worried about how old this truck is compared to how heavy the cultivator will be. I'm really not sure on all this, and like I said, I'm hoping that one day Justin will figure out the delivery, and then we can get a bulk order up here. The problem with bulk orders is that I need to have all that money to pay for it up front, and I do not. So I might have to go to the bank, get a little bit of a loan. I'm not really sure. I'm trying to avoid that to be right now, to be honest, but we'll see. I mean, right now this is just a time waster, but I said I need to get a new truck, which is going to cost some money, because if this won't tow this up to the farm, then we're in trouble. I don't know what I'm going to do, because the farm store has been having a problem with deliveries. That's why we're getting them. I mean, if we're the delivery guy, maybe, and I don't own a CDL, so I'm not really sure what else to do. I guess I could borrow Justin's truck, but that is not a long-term solution, because obviously Justin needs his truck, and we need to buy one for the farm for our use, obviously. So parting with some of this equipment's hard. I will admit that I do have some sentimental feel because it was my grandfather's, and it's probably why I don't want to get rid of this truck. It's probably why I'm trying to do things like this to this truck, but it can be argued that if I am continuing to do things like this to this truck, I might not have this truck around for too much longer. So I do need to think about that as well. Maybe this is just a truck to drive around town, and we can get a bigger truck. That way we're able to transport things. Just things I think about throughout the day. But either way, just got out of there. That was a little bit of a roadkill back there. Had to swerve out of the way, but hey, we didn't hit it. We're okay. The trailer's okay, and we're headed down to McGregor. So let me pick it up when we get closer. All right, now closer to McGregor as we head down here, down the hill. And this is hopefully not the last trip that I'm going to make to McGregor today, and not really for anything good for the farm, but really good for me personally. I would like to get down to Kodiak again. I did have a good time for lunch that one time, but I do want to get down there and drink a couple beers, and I don't want to say be irresponsible, but not really think about going back to work. Let's just say that. But either way, we can, I was going to say we can get right through here, but no, we can't, because we, of course, have to stop at a red light. But at least it is right by Kodiak. Man, these red lights are forever. There's the BP where we get gas sometimes, the backup BP, but there's Kodiak over there. Would like to go there, like I said, tonight. Hopefully, if we can get everything cultivated, that is going to be my reward to myself tonight. Get the field cultivated, and then I can go down and grab some of those very, very delicious brews, because I enjoy having them around here in this town, and I do like to support local, obviously, so you don't get much more local than Kodiak Brewery. This is not an ad, but yeah, locally owned, and the guy who actually owns it grew up here, so you know it's as local to McGregor as you can get. But either way, let's park this right here. I guess we'll get in there. We'll talk to Justin and see what's going on in his world, and then hopefully this will be able to tow or to carry a cultivator. I'm not sure. Either way, door's wide open. That's a sign of summer. Let's get in here.
Herd, please tell me that that's not what you're using to get the cultivator back up to your farm.
What do you mean? What's wrong with the truck?
Well, for starters, I'm honestly worried about it not making it. I mean, you sure that's towing it up there?
Nah, load it up. We'll see. I think I'll be fine, though. I'll just go slow.
That you will, Herd. That you will. You will have no choice but to go slow, but you're going to be crawling up there. Slow is something that you hope to achieve headed up to that farm of yours.
Yeah, you got jokes. Anyways, what else is new around here?
Yeah, not much excitement, honestly. Well, except for a couple of the suits who were in here earlier asking about bulk seed orders. I don't know, it didn't seem like your typical local farmers, you know?
Suits, huh? Interesting. Didn't recognize them?
No, I never seen them before, and owner back there was talking to them in the office for a good hour, though. I don't know, I didn't catch what they were saying, but seemed pretty serious.
Bulk seed orders, huh? Must be expanding some big operation somewhere.
I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, someone else is out there getting rich and I'm behind this counter, so what a life to live. Either way, how's everything going up there with you at the farm?
No, good so far, just cultivating today and then hoping to plant some grass seed next week, but I don't know. I'm hoping to get down to Kodiak tonight. That's what I'm really hoping to do, but like I said, I got to get this cultivating done first, but anyway, just got some chicks too, so I got that starting.
Well, you're on your way now, Herd. You are on your way. Anyway, let's get you set up with the cultivator. That way you can get on your way up there and we can get that loaded up and, well, I can laugh all the way until I can't see you anymore.
Alright, well, just about back to the farm here, and we have got a lot to do here in a little bit of time, and that, of course, being the cultivating. We are going to get out there and cultivate this oil seed into the ground, and then we're probably going to have to call it quits for the day because it is going to be pretty late in the day. I am going to be hungry, and then I'm not going to want to move. Let's just be honest. But either way, let's get in here and let's get this cultivator off of this trailer. I'm really kind of happy with how this is pulling. Doesn't really seem too much. I don't think this is something, this being the truck, I don't think the truck is anything that I want to do long term with all this hauling, but for now it's cheap. For now it gets it here, so it's good. Either way, there it is, and we are going to grab this tractor here and drive over to the trailer and put the cultivator on. Like I said, I'd like to get most of this done, maybe all of this done today. I'm not really sure. I would really like that, but what I would really like and what usually ends up happening are usually two completely different things. Now let me get the straps off here. There we go. Alright, now no difficulty there. Close the door here, and we are ready to go. This always makes me nervous. I'm never really good at doing this. It's mostly just nerves. It's never like I've fallen off or anything, but there we go. We are right on there. About there. Let's see what we're looking like. Yeah, we can get that. Cultivator is hooked up. Now let's lift this up. Oh, it's going to be close. There we go. Not too bad. The trailer has seen worse, let me tell you that. But either way, we are going to get right out into the field. I want to get this cultivating done because, like I said, we don't have a lot of time left in the day, and I would really like to get as much as we can done, at least. I mean, I was going to say all of it, but then I started looking at the field, and I'm not really sure that will be possible. I guess we'll see. But either way, the only way to do that is to start, of course. It's looking good. Get out here real quick. Yep, it looks like everything is good, and oh, there are some rocks. Well, hopefully there's not too many of them, or we're going to have to pick them up again. I'm not really sure how there could be even more rocks coming from this field, but it seems like there are. I guess we're going to have to figure it out as we go. I see even more rocks back there, so we may have to get the stone collector again and collect some stone real quick, but outside of that, we are ready to put some grass seed in the field here whenever we get this oilseed radish out of here. Just wondering what Sam is going to think when we call him up and say that we have even more stones for him. Hopefully he'll want them, because if not, we're going to have to bring them down to the BGA or somewhere, because I'm not really sure where to take them. But yeah, I do see some stones. Not as much as the last time we did it, but there are a few out there, so we're going to have to work on that. But either way, let me get this field going, and let's see how far we can get here. And now finishing up with the cultivating here, and we actually got the whole field done, which is incredible. The bad news though for us is that we do have a lot more stones, as you can see on both the left and the right side of the tractor. We are going to have to probably get the stone collector out again, be a quick one, and then we can plant the seed. But as you see, all of those stones back there, and just how badly I just missed that. But let's not pay attention to that. Let's pay attention to the stones, which are everywhere, and we're gonna have to get them. So, you know, I mean, we've come this far, and you know, it's, believe it or not as many stones as before, even though all I see out there right now are stones to pick up. Guess we'll have to figure out what we're gonna do with them. Maybe we can call Sam, maybe he wants them again. That worked out the last time anyway. I'm not really sure how many he's looking for, but we will have a lot of them for him again. Now we'll just finish up this last pass, and we will call it a day here on the farm. That is done. Now we can go park the tractor into the garage, and first let's lift this up so that we don't damage everything in the yard. There we go. And yeah, we'll go park this in the garage, and then we will be done for the day. I can go get some dinner. And we will have way more work tomorrow, as usual. It never ends over here. But at least now, it's time for some dinner.